is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calaros sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bow's gonna win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three, nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Going back, Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calero sends it in the corner to Santos. A three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score. And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field.
Bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage.
Thank you to these businesses that bring you every high school and Husker broadcast.
Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Shelter Insurance, Agland ATV, Duda Plumbing, Sargent Irrigation, Elham Medical Center, Central Nebraska Diesel, Geared for Sports, Broken Bow Dental, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Justin Thompson Agency, Palmer Monument, Rise Rehab and Performance. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome to Sumner Eddyville Miller High School, site of tonight's girls sub-district action on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. My name is Jeremy Scheip. We want to thank the sponsors joining us for this first broadcast between Sumner Eddyville Miller and Twin Loup. They include the Twin Loup Boosters and Tubbs Pub of Sumner. We've got a great couple of games to continue the postseason for these teams. As we work our way into the broadcast, we want to thank you for joining us for Sumner Eddyville Miller and Twin Loup. Later on this evening, we'll have one more broadcast for you. That is going to be Anselmo-Merna taking on Sandhills Thedford. D2 sub-district action coming your direction shortly, both on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. We'll hear from some of those radio sponsors. When we come back, we'll thank the wonderful video sponsors that you'll continue to scroll on your screen throughout the evening on YouTube and on Facebook.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including 4W Delaney and the Ritz Cafe, Agland ATV, Burwell Dental Clinic, Burwell Family Practice PC, Burwell Pharmacy, Calamus Outfitters, Central Nebraska Electric, the City of Sargent, Corner Stop, Diamond Ring Ranch, Don and Sue Shada, Fensky Farms, First National Bank, and Govia Brothers Mortuary and Crematory. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
Go Mustangs! Tubbs Pub cheers for the Mustangs and they admire their talent and sportsmanship. Tubbs Pub welcomes all students, friends, and families to Tubbs Pub for a hearty meal when in Sumner. Regardless of how the games turn out, let's all enjoy the friendship of our communities together at Tubbs Pub. Enjoy prime rib specials every Friday and Saturday night and hot home-cooked meals Monday through Saturday. Let's all eat at Tubbs Pub in Sumner. Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Mead Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring this sports broadcast to your airwaves. From our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, we are equipped for the needs that modern physical therapy calls for. Call 872-5111 and ask about how we can help, or visit myteampt.com and learn more about us. Together empowering able movement, Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by your friends at Team Physical Therapy.
Geared for Sports is locked, loaded, and ready for every season, and right now is the perfect time to get prepared. With spring sports right around the corner, it's time to make sure you and your athletes are ready to hit the ground running. From track to baseball and softball, you'll find the playing gear and fan wear you need all at Geared for Sports. Plus, braces, sleeves, and cleats are in stock to keep everyone supported and game ready. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Sumner as we get you set up for SEM and Twin Loup. SEM coming into this one with a record of 10-9, while the Wolves of Twin Loup are 4-17. Told you we would talk a little bit about the video sponsors that you'll see throughout the evening. They'll be on the top right-hand part of your screen on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages tonight. They include BD, the Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Colligan, 450 Ag, Mead Lumber of Broken Bow, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, the Garden Center, Downey Drilling, and the Market and Mill of Anselmo. We'll take one last shorter break, and when we come back, we'll welcome Larry into the broadcast, and we'll chat a little bit about the Wolves of Twin Loup and the Mustangs of Sumner, Eddyville, Miller as we get ready for D2 Girls Basketball Subdistricts here on KBBN Radio.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wait, stop. This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Great Western Gas Company, Grint Farm Supply, Gum Auction and Realty, Hamilton Telecommunications, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Hilltop Ranch, James and Janice Barron, Joe and Cindy Horkey, Casey and I KBBN, Kraus Angus Ranch, Louie's Body Shop, Marvin and Joyce Dowse, Maverick Truck Stop and Trotter Feed, and Modern Movement LLC. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters.
Welcome back to the side of D2-8 Girls Sub-District action on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. First game up of two is going to be SEM taking on Twin Loop. We welcome Larry Kottner into the broadcast. He'll have the call of this first of two games for you. Larry, these two teams met not that long ago. It was exactly a week ago. SEM defeated Twin Loop by a score of 66-22. And I guess that's where we can start our discussion. SEM, pretty simply put, took care of business in that game against the Wolves.
Yeah, SEM is not really deep as far as the number of players that they have, but what they have are very good players. Taryn Arbuthnot and Jacelyn Hoos averaging in double figures. And Coach Hunt, Megan Hunt, had kind of mentioned to me beforehand that she's finally getting all 7 of these players kind of healthy at the right time between injuries and illness. And it's starting to show up with a big win like that last week.
Well, you look at the SEM schedule, they're certainly battle-tested. You take a look at some of the teams that they have played in the second half of this season. They were on the road at Pleasanton, on the road at Silver Lake, on the road at Amherst. And then, oh, by the way, you got to play Overton and Amherst in your conference tournament as well. And then just play Overton a few days ago on the 13th as well. When you're playing in the Fort Kearney Conference, you better come ready to play. And SEM, I know they've got a 10-9 record, which is just one game above 500, but a quality of schedule is what the Mustangs have played this year.
Yeah, their losses are to teams 19-4, 17-3, 12-10, 14-8, 17-4, 17-5, and 18-5. That's pretty darn good.
It is pretty darn good. Taryn Arbuthnot is the leading scorer for the Mustangs, putting in 23 a game while ripping down 13 rebounds. Joining her in double figures on points a game is Jacelyn Hoos, the senior, scores about 12.5 a game, just under 10 rebounds per game. Take a look quickly at the Twin Loop Wolves, 4-17 on the season. They did just recently get a win in overtime against a 6-15 Elba squad. This squad, what I like about them, Larry, is they're going to hustle to the very end, not afraid of a couple of floor burns along the way.
Yeah, and they've got pretty balanced scoring, but they just don't get enough scoring. They need to have a good defensive effort in this one tonight.
Jalen Blackburn, the sophomore, the leading scorer for the Twin Loop Wolves at 9 a game. She also is their leading rebounder at the same number. Carson Vincent is the second leading scorer with 7 a game. She also is their second leading rebounder. She pulls down 5 rebounds per game. We'll take one last break. When we come back, Larry will have a look at the starting lineups for you, and then we'll tip it off. It's SEM and Twin Loop coming your direction shortly on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Need a waterer for your livestock? Miracle models are waiting for you at Aeroseed in Broken Bow. Featuring one-piece body polyethylene construction, no sharp edges, tough durability, foam insulation, easy cleaning features, and a 5-year warranty, Aeroseed has models ranging from 4 to 70 gallons. You don't even need a wrench to access the valve area. Just one of several conveniences you'll learn about when you talk to Aeroseed in Broken Bow about Miracle Waterers.
This sports broadcast and this starting lineup is brought to you by Four County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Four County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2258. Let's take a look first of all at the visitors. Twin Loup, they'll go this way. Sophomore Jalen Blackburn. Senior Ella Schweitzer. Another senior, Carson Vincent. Kinley Keefe, she's a freshman, and Lorena Shada, who is a senior. Now for SEM, they'll go this way. Taryn Arbuthnot, 5'8" senior. Jakeslyn Hoos, a senior at 5'6", and the three freshmen, 5'4", Mia Scoville, Kyler Jones at 5'9", and Avery Harder, 5'4", and a freshman. The coaches, Jackie Lewis for the Lady Wolves, and for the Lady Mustangs, Megan Hunt. Left to right as you visualize, and a look on the video. Goes Twin Loup, right to left will go SEM. They win the tap and have the basketball. With it on the right wing, controlling Arbuthnot into the paint. Jones kicks it back out. The shot put up from 10 from Harder along the left baseline is short. Goes on out of bounds. It'll belong to Twin Loup. Now, normally, Jeremy and I are on the opposite side of the video, but not tonight. We are over here where the video camera is, so you'll see it as we call it.
It might be a little bit harder at times to see who fouls are on as immediately or what calls are being delivered to the scores table as it is on the opposite side, but we can usually see those pretty well no matter where we are.
Patient on the offensive end, 10-foot shot put up, no good from Kinley Keefe, and the rebound brought down by SEM. No score, 45 seconds deep into the game. With it on the right wing, feed down low from Scoville for Jones, kicked away, and it'll stay with SEM. Winner advances to the championship on Thursday evening here at Sumner Eddyville Miller High School against the winner of the next game between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. Stolen away, taking the ball away was Carson Vincent. Vincent in the forecourt, then quickly tied up by Arbuthnot. And on the alternating possession, it will go to SEM. They had a tie up early on, didn't they?
You called it an out of bounds. It was actually a jump ball, and wouldn't have made a difference. Either way, it was going the other way until we flipped possession again.
SEM with the basketball down low. Jones puts it up high. It hit off the standard, then went on in, but the bucket will not count, as if it touches anything of that standard up above, that is out of bounds.
Would have been a really impressive make if you were playing a game of horse.
Yeah, you probably couldn't do that if you tried to call it. With it up top, Keefe works it into the corner for Vincent. Vincent, he guarded closely, and she's quickly tied up, reaching in to do the honors. Jacelyn Hoos, it'll stay with Twin Loup. So both teams trying to feel their way through this early stage. We played a minute and a half, no score. Keefe up top for Shada. Looking at a 1-3-1 zone off the left side. Shot from about 18, no good from Carson Vincent. Cleared out on the weak side by Hoos. Nice lead ahead to Arbuthnot. Drives, puts it up and in. She's fouled. It'll count.
Well, and you knew it was only going to be a matter of time before they gave the ball to Taryn and said, make something happen. She is a very gifted scorer, and she can do it a variety of ways. She can certainly receive a pass and put up a good quality shot, but she can drive and create her own shot as well, but just couldn't complete the three-point play there.
Free throw no good and taken out of there by Blackburn. That foul was on Shada, who's got the basketball right now. Nice feed down low to Blackburn. Gets it back out for a three ball for Keefe. It'll go on out of bounds off the iron. Not sure if Blackburn was well aware that she had a pretty good opportunity at a shot down low.
Yeah, sometimes if you're sticking in the system and the play calls for an inside-out pass, you're looking that way rather than to the shot first.
Hoos gives it up to Harder. Now back to Hoos in the paint. Gonna have to get out of there. They get it up top. Shot put up, no good from Scoville, and the long rebound brought down by Shada. Shada into the forecourt, finds Keefe. Lobs it over to the right side to the wing for Shada. Fence it, and now going for the steal was Scoville. And that will be the first foul on SEM. Into the lineup for Twin Loup. Checking in, Sierra Slagle, a sophomore, and Natalie Haskell, a freshman who has started at times in this season. She'll get the ball here, but it's knocked away and stolen away. Arbuthnot down the right side, pump fake, puts it up and in. Tried to draw the foul as well, but did not. But she got the steal in the hoop, and it's 4-0. Lady Mustangs on top. Into the forecourt, Keefe. Over to Haskell, she'll launch a three, it's off the mark. Weak side clear out there by Hoos. Hoos will bring it across the court, center court, over to Arbuthnot. Back over to Hoos. Into the corner, Jones, 12-footer, will not fall. Rebound, Arbuthnot up and in. She is fouled, you can count it. And Taryn Arbuthnot averages 23 points a game. The senior, a four-year starter, getting off to an early start here, Jeremy.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Lorena Shada, that was her second foul. She owns both of the Twin Loup fouls.
Free throw no good, but the rebound brought down by Jones. Kyler Jones gets it out to Hoos. Hoos drives the left side, puts it up, and a walk is going to be called. And really, Jacelyn Hoos was in a situation where she kind of worked her way in. She easily probably could have get called for a charge there as well, but they'll call the walk, and that's a turnover. Into the forecourt, Shada down low, intended that time for Slagle, stolen away by Jones, off to Arbuthnot. Got the bucket to go, they're not going to count it. College ball, that would count, but a foul before the bucket. And that will go on Kinley Keefe. So 3-team fouls here quickly on Twin Loup. 6-0, Sumner Eddyville Miller with the lead. It's been all Arbuthnot on the points. Haley Hayes, 5'9" freshman, checking into the lineup now for the Lady Mustangs. Bounce down low, shot put up, no good. Rebound, follow up, and in. Kyler Jones missed the first, but stayed right with it and put it down. It's an 8-0 lead for SEM. Into the corner, Slagle controls. Still has the dribble, but tries to work it inside to Cooper Keefe. Nice look down low to Blackburn. He'll put it up and in.
That was just being in the right place at the right time, and Twin Loup has got to take advantage of those little opportunities as they present themselves in this one.
8-2 the score. Into the paint, Harder. Gets it back out to Arbuthnot. She'll draw back, pick up the dribble, work it over to Jones, 18-footer. Off the mark. Weak side rebound cleared out of there by Slagle. And then a reach in to tie her up. And that will turn the ball back over to SEM.
Well, Twin Loup, when they get those rebounds, you got to keep that ball high or get it passed away quick. SEM is very good at skying in and getting their hands and forcing jump balls.
Hayes works it over to the right side to Jones. Lob inside, that's stolen away by Blackburn. Pass was intended in low for Scoville. And here comes Twin Loup, down 8-2. Nice move by Kinley Keefe, drives. No bucket, but she is going to draw a foul.
That was a good quick move. It made the defense make a decision quickly, and unfortunately the decision wasn't made quickly enough by Hayes, and because she wasn't able to stay in front of her, or didn't think she was going to be able to, calling for the hand check.
No free throws, they'll inbounds down low. Blackburn got caught up too far underneath. Jones with the good defense, but the rebound belongs to Haskell. She gets it back in the corner. Off the glass, no good. Rebound up, no good from Keefe, and it's cleared out of there. Arbuthnot, 2-on-1 down the left side, lost it. Nice bounce down low, shot put up and in. On the weak side, that is Jacelyn Hoos. Those two have worked together a number of times over the last 4 years, Jeremy.
Yeah, not only in this sport, but they're a 1-2 punch in volleyball as well.
Driving all the way down into the paint, Kinley Keefe couldn't get the shot to go, but she'll get herself to the free throw line. And I think that is quickly number 2 on Haley Hayes.
And SEM is not a team that can afford to go very deep. They only have 7 total players on their roster. So if you get in any kind of foul trouble, it immediately is affecting your rotation that you're used to.
Keefe makes the first. Her second on the way is good as well.
That's going to be another big key. When Twin Loup has the opportunity to get points at the free throw line, you've got to see it go down more often than not.
No backcourt pressure as SEM will bring it across the timeline. 2:52 to go here in the opening quarter, 10-4. Sumner Eddyville Miller with the lead. Up top with it, it's Arbuthnot into the paint. Nice dish off. Putting it up, no good was Hoos. And on the rebound, a tie-up, and it will go back over to Twin Loup.
I feel like this is another game where I'm going to wish I would have kept track of how many jump balls there were. I think we've already had 8 or 9 jump balls so far here in this first quarter.
Arbuthnot will take a break as Harder back in. Slagle will check out as Schweitzer will come back in for Twin Loup. No backcourt pressure. Hayes will come out and meet her near the timeline. Pass tipped away by Scoville, but run down by Cooper Keefe. Then almost thrown away and is taken away. And taken right back, though, by Carson Vincent. Vincent off to Haskell. Left side, they work it. Schweitzer, now Haskell. Up top, 3 ball on the way, no good by Vincent. Nice rebound by Haskell. Up and good. Went high off the glass to put it down.
That was a great job not waiting for things to happen either. Take it upon yourself to go right back up with it.
It's a 6-2 run right now for Twin Loup. They're back within 4 at 10-6. In the paint, Jones, and she walked. Picked up the pivot foot. Arbuthnot's going to check right back in, and Hayes will sit down.
That's a point of emphasis that we've seen the last couple of games that we have done, specifically those games this last Friday in Merna. Officials really keeping an eye on those pivot feet. If they pick up ever so slightly before that ball's out of there, that travel call's coming.
Keefe trying to get it down low for Blackburn. Nice step in there by Hoos. Gets it down court to Arbuthnot. They fight for the loose ball, and a travel will be called on Carson Vincent. Off the rebound, she fell down, and it will go over to SEM. Inbounds to Arbuthnot. 3 ball off the front of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and another tie-up. Kyler Jones and Carson Vincent, and this time it'll stay with the Lady Mustangs. We've had a number of jump balls here early on in this one.
Well, both teams doing a good job underneath the basket. When their opponent is going up, they're not fouling, they're just tying up the ball.
Inbounds, Hoos puts it up, and Jones with the rebound. Kyler Jones, the freshman, does a great job of going after boards. She got that one and then drew the foul. Ella Schweitzer will pick it up, her first. Team foul number 4, so the next one puts the Lady Mustangs into the bonus. Baseline left side, Scoville, she'll throw it up top for Harder. 3 ball is good. 3-point shot from up top for Avery Harder. 13-6, SEM. 3 on the other end, put up that time by Vincent. Rebound to Twin Loup, and quickly getting tied up was Vincent. It'll stay with Twin Loup with 1:10 remaining here in the opening quarter. Baseline left side to throw it in. Vincent gets it into Schweitzer, but it's stolen away by Arbuthnot, and then she is tied up.
This is wild. I can't believe the amount of jump balls. Nobody's able to run more than 2 or 3 feet after they get the basketball.
And you know what's amazing is they're getting the ball. They're not fouling.
No, yeah, they're clean tie-ups.
Into the forecourt with it. It's SEM. High post to Jones. Going down low for Hoos. In and out, no good. Rebound to Arbuthnot. Up, no good, but she'll draw the foul. Taryn Arbuthnot with the offensive board and put back try, but couldn't get it down. She'll pick up the foul from Ella Schweitzer and shoot free throws. First one is good, and that extends the SEM lead to 14-6. 53 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Crystal Venegas Villazescas into the lineup now for SEM. Second free throw by Arbuthnot is good, and that is the biggest lead of the evening for the Lady Mustangs. Up top with it through the hands of Haskell, goes into the backcourt and out of bounds. And a turnover will give it to SEM. Inbounds will come from Scoville to Hoos, back to Scoville. Hoos top of the key, into the paint for Harder, back at the Hoos, and trying to get it down low to Arbuthnot, threw it behind her, and the turnover will give it back to Twin Loup. Shot clock off here for this first quarter with 34 seconds remaining.
Despite all the stoppages because of jump balls and a few turnovers, first quarter really has moved somewhat quickly.
Yeah, it really has. We haven't had any timeouts taken. Our timeouts, by the way, tonight, brought to you by the Broken Bow Dairy Queen. Shot up from three by Carson Vincent, would not go. Rebound brought down by Blackburn. They'll go for another chance with 10 seconds remaining. Feed down low to Blackburn, puts it up, no good, but she'll draw the foul with 5.3 remaining in the quarter.
And that's what Twin Loup has got to do. They've got to commit to the grind and get those gritty points by getting to the free throw line. The bonus is the clock is stopped. If you're playing from behind like they are right now, you get those points without clock time coming off. But also, Blackburn plays down there, and she's your leading scorer. You've got to get her involved as early as you can.
Venegas Velasquez will check back in, and Arbuthnot will sit down with 5.3. Blackburn missing the first. She'll have a second. Trailing 15-6. Second one on the way and bangs that one home. 15-7. Inbounds will go to Jones. Runs it into the forecourt. Over to Harder for a three. Might have been tipped. Might have been tipped a little bit there by Ella Schweitzer, and that is the end of the first quarter. After one here in Sumner, Eddyville Miller 15, Twin Loup 7. You're listening to 95.3.
Nebraska State Bank is where hometown pride meets hometown banking. They're proud to offer a full range of personal and business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home and agriculture loans, and convenient online mobile banking. Nebraska State Bank will help you score whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future. With branches in Broken Bow, Merna, and Callaway, they are your trusted teammate. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
February is Heart Health Month. Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists that visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Dr. Fruling, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Dasuki, and Dr. Cookman. Save a trip out of town and make an appointment at Melham Medical Center with our cardiologist team right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
You're listening to Postseason Basketball from Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
And we come back here to Sumner, Eddyville Miller High School in Sumner. The Lady Mustangs, the top seed, on top of Twin Loup 15-7. Steele on the inbounds pass, or the entry pass by Arbuthnot. She'll go coast to coast, lay it in with the left hand, and it's 17-7 in favor of Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Well, Twin Loup did a really good thing there in that first quarter by making 3 of their 4 free throw attempts. That'll do a lot of good for them if they can continue that down the stretch.
And again, the entry pass taken away, this time by Arbuthnot. She's got it in the forecourt. Driving in the paint, scoops it up high. Couldn't get it to go. Got her own rebound and another tie-up. And this will stay with Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Really kicking myself for not, but how do you know ahead of time that you should start a tally of jump balls in a game? You don't know until you know.
Inbounds goes to Jones. Couldn't get it to go with the left hand. Got her own rebound. The follow would not go, and Blackburn brings down the board.
Well, Twin Loup with 2 opening quarter turnovers. They've got to get something going on this trip after forcing a stop.
Vincent trying to get it to Schweitzer in the corner, and Jones hustling, tips it out of bounds. Vincent will trigger from the side. Gets it into Keefe. Back over to Vincent. 7 minutes to go first half. 17-7. Carson Vincent off the glass from the left elbow, puts it down. 17-9, first points of the second quarter for the Lady Wolves. Up top with it, Arbuthnot. They work it to Jones. Backdoor pass stolen away by Vincent. Here comes Shada. Shada into the forecourt, looking at that 2-3 zone defense. Lob inside into the paint, intended for Schweitzer. Couldn't handle it. Arbuthnot comes away with it, and it's stolen away from her by Lorena Shada, and then a reach-in foul. Going to go on Arbuthnot, trying to get it back.
Yeah, and I can't really tell if Taryn is upset with herself or with the call. Either way, she's not too thrilled at the result of it, but Twin Loup will keep it on their end. That's just Taryn's first foul.
Inbounds will come from the baseline right side. Throwing it in, it's Vincent, gets it into Kinley Keefe, and Keefe ran into Hoos along the baseline, and Hoos going to be called for the blocking foul. That'll be the second team foul of the quarter, first on Hoos. And a timeout going to be taken on the court. Timeout on the floor, a perfect time to plan your next trip to the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow to try a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow, the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow.
Well, it's just a 30-second timeout. We don't have time for one now, Larry, so we'll just keep it here.
We'll keep it right here then. Well, don't forget we've got the other half of this opening round matchups here tonight to follow. That'll be Anselmo-Merna, the number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed Sandhills Thedford. And that should be a whale of a matchup coming up later.
Well, the last time they played was in the conference tournament, and they played to within 5 points of each other, so it should be a lot of fun.
Inbounds will go to Lorena Shada, and she is fouled on her shot attempt. And I think they're going to get Scoville on that one. That'll be her second. Team foul number 3 on SEM.
It's kind of funny how the game of basketball moves so quickly that just a couple tenths of a second can make a difference. That whistle didn't come in right away, and I thought for a second she got away with that one, but then it came in and you're like, okay, all right. I did see what I thought I saw, which was a hack on the arm.
Yeah, Shada makes 1 of 2. The miss rebounded on the second one by Arbuthnot into the forecourt. Controlling it, Scoville. Bounce into the low post for Arbuthnot. Turnaround 5-footer, left short. Rebound cleared out of there by Blackburn. Blackburn will outlet to Vincent. Brings it down the right side. Gets a screen, stops on the wing. Back over to Kinley Keefe for the 3. Off the iron, no good, and the rebound brought down by Arbuthnot. That's going to be a foul on Blackburn.
Yeah, they really had the same amount of position, but sometimes it's just the way the ball bounces, and it bounced the way of Arbuthnot. They were really on each other's hip, but it bounced to the inside, so all of a sudden Blackburn, because of the way the ball bounced, all of a sudden did not have the position and got called for the foul. That's just kind of a tough break.
Hoos gets it in to Arbuthnot. Long 3 off the iron, no good. Long rebound, though, run down by Hoos. Into the corner, lob down low to Kyler Jones, and a reach-in foul going to go against Twin Loup. I think they're going to get Kinley Keefe here, and that is the case. That's her second.
Number of players, 2 for SEM and 3 for Twin Loup, have 2 fouls each.
Harder gets it into Hoos. Her three-pointer wouldn't go, but Hayes gets the rebound. Then she's quickly tied up by Carson Vincent, and will head the other direction.
And those 2 fouls, like we always say, not a problem in the second quarter, but 3 most certainly is.
In the forecourt with it, it's Vincent for a 3 off the iron. It wouldn't go. Rebound cleared out of there by Jones. Jones leads it ahead to Arbuthnot. Crossover dribble. Drives, puts it up, no good. Left it a bit short. Blackburn with the rebound.
Well, Twin Loup has got to take advantage. They're only down 7, and we've seen several shots missed inside deep by SEM.
Good ball movement, but Blackburn's 6-footer would not fall. And the rebound cleared out of there defensively by Hoos. Feed ahead, intended for Harder, and it was slapped away out of bounds by Shada.
Yeah, she just simply wasn't looking back for the basketball, wasn't ready for it to come up to her.
And that really might have been a break for SEM because she never would have seen that pass. and Shada was able to knock it away. It might have hit off her head and gone out of bounds. Hoos over to Jones from 10, no good. Rebound brought down by Blackburn and a reach-in foul. And I think that might be Hayes, and that'll be her third.
Yep, that's her third. First player on either team to pick up 3 fouls. We mentioned it in the first quarter. SEM just has 7 players on their squad. So you really only have a couple of options to go to on the bench, and you start filling up those fouls, you kind of run out of options.
And Twin Loup on the next foul is in the bonus with 4:40 to go here in the quarter. Rebound off the missed shot brought down by Keefe. Follow-up would not go for Shada. Taken out of there by Arbuthnot. Arbuthnot, cross-court pass over to Hoos. Nice dump down. Harder couldn't get it to go. Got her own board and trying to get it out of there. She is fouled.
Boy, as of late, there's just been a lid on the basket on both ends of the floor for these teams. And all of their shots, for the most part, about 90% of them have been coming from inside of 10 feet, but no one's able to get one to go.
And now that's 3 fouls on Ella Schweitzer. Arbuthnot dribbles in, cut off, backs out of there. They'll give it back to her in the paint. Nice crossover dribble, and she'll draw the foul.
Well, Schweitzer was in the area, so was Blackburn. And oh goodness, it's on Ella Schweitzer.
And
that is her 4th.
They had Sierra Slagle set to come in for her, but they didn't get her in fast enough. And Schweitzer going to pick up her 4th foul. She'll come out, Slagle in as Arbuthnot makes the free throw to make it an 18-10 contest. 4:15 to go here in the opening half.
That was only the 6th total point scored in this quarter between those two teams. Now these two teams now 7 with Arbuthnot's second make.
Makes them both 19-10. In the corner, Blackburn skip pass over to Shada. Feed down low intended for Slagle. Through her hands and a turnover. And SEM will come the other direction. Big 4:03 here in this second quarter. SEM has been in the lead the entire game, but they have not been able to pull away from this team that they beat 44 points a week ago. And Twin Loup has been able to hang around. Feed down into the paint. Jones turns, couldn't get it to go. Harder, though, with the follow. Now, I think that's only the second double-digit lead of the game. SEM had a 17-7 lead earlier. Now the ball stolen away. Arbuthnot, she's got numbers, 3-on-1, nice lead ahead. Couldn't get it to go by Jones, but Arbuthnot with the follow. And a timeout going to be taken by Twin Loup. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. We'll be right back right after this, 23-10 SEM.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Twin Loup to throw it in from the baseline. They get it in to Slagle. Couldn't get the shot to go. And the rebound cleared out of there by Arbuthnot. SEM on a run. Nice feed ahead to Harder. Puts it up no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Hoos to Arbuthnot. In the paint, spinning. Nowhere to go. Finds Jones. And now they'll reset up top with 25 on the shot clock. Over to the right side. Harder. Arbuthnot along the baseline. Hoos. Through the hands of Harder, the intended pass, and a turnover. Twin Loup will head the other direction.
Well, the Wolves have fallen down by 13. They were as close as 7 points, but that's only 5 more points. The opportunity is still there for Twin Loup They just got to get some scoring going, but they turn it over again as the turnover bug has kind of caught the Wolves here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were within 7 there for a while, as you mentioned, but they've just come up with a lot of empty possessions. SEM, on the other hand, has found a way to get some points. Their last possession came up empty, but they are starting to find their rhythm. 2:36 to go here in the first half. Arbuthnot into the paint for Jones to Hoos. Hoos couldn't quite control it and had to bring it back out. Feed down low. Nice quick move by Jones. Couldn't get the shot to go. Tell you, Jones is getting some good looks down low. She's very aggressive with the shot, but sometimes her shot has not been falling for her tonight.
Yeah, she's a really good rebounder inside. We talked about it with volleyball, but the same applies for basketball. She's just a freshman. Got some fun years watching Kyler play ahead.
With it up top, it'll be Hoos launching a long one. And Jacelyn Hoos puts it down from three-point land. And SEM has opened up a 26-10 lead. They're on a 9-0 run. With it up top, Haskell to Slagle. Back to Haskell. Now to Shada. Dribbles in. Cut off. Finds Haskell. Launches from the wing. Off the iron, no good. And there's Jones to rip down the board. Minute 50 remaining here in half number 1. Jones off left side. Hoos back over to the right side for Arbuthnot. Spins almost right into a tie-up. Ball is taken away from Venegas Velasca. And here the other direction comes Twin Loup. With it, it's Haskell. Feed down low, and for Cooper Keefe, knocked away from her. And coming away with it, it's Harder. Off to Hoos. Lob down low, finds Arbuthnot, puts it up and in. Used the pump fake and put it down. And a timeout going to be taken by Twin Loup. A timeout brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Well, the SEM run now has stretched to 11-0 as they have opened up an 18-point lead at 28-10. Minute 7 to go here in the first half, and a steal on an inbounds pass or entry pass intended for Blackburn, taken away by Jones. Hoos on the run, 10-footer short. Rebound Arbuthnot, puts it up and in. Does it count? Yes, it does. And she'll step to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, and I don't think that it's a coincidence that in addition to the score getting to be a larger deficit for the Twin Loup Wolves, they've also not been able to keep pace with SEM's rebounding. SEM out-rebounding them by a much larger clip now in the second quarter than they were in the first.
Arbuthnot made the free throw to extend that lead to 31-10. Shot put up from 5, no good by Slagle. Rebound, follow up, no good from Shada. Cooper Keefe comes away with it off to Blackburn, puts it up and in. She's fouled, it counts. And that'll end that long run of 14 in a row for SEM. Blackburn will get the bucket and draw that foul on Kyler Jones, her second.
Everyone in maroon just kind of took a big sigh of relief right there because they were able to finally get that ball in the hoop.
Missed free throw brought down by Hoos. Down to 32 seconds to go in the quarter. In the corner, they'll lob it down low. Shot put up by Jones, partially blocked by Blackburn and taken away by Slagle. Shot clock is off, 20 seconds to go in the half. Shada finds Slagle, back over to Haskell. Haskell on the wing, works it up top to Shada, 9 seconds remaining. And it's stolen away, taken there by Hoos, and then a foul by Haskell trying to get it back, and that's going to put Jacelyn Hoos to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you were more than half of the court away from the basket on the other side. 4.5 seconds, they still could have made it all the way down there, but given the free opportunities at the charity stripe, probably not how you want to end the first half if you're the Wolves.
The senior's been there before, and she acted like it there. Nothing but net. 32-12, second one on the way. Rims out of there. Rebound, though, to Arbuthnot. Followed, no good. Got her own board, puts it up and in at the buzzer. Arbuthnot will put it home off the miss, and we go to the halftime break with Sumner Eddyville Miller on top of Twin Loup by the score of 34-12. Jeremy will figure up the first half stats. We'll pass those along to you when we come back here on 95.3.
Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built that stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Make 2026 unforgettable with a great deal on a new Polaris side-by-side or ATV from Agland ATV during the Polaris Start the Year Off-Road Sales event. We are restocked with new units for a new year and ready to pass on great deals. We also have a large lineup of pre-owned units that the guys are motivated to move. Let's get you out there in a new machine. Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Terms and conditions apply. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
When your vehicle needs dependable repair, turn to Rod's Body and Paint on the Curve west of Broken Bow. They specialize in collision repair, color matching, auto glass replacement, and dent repair. Backed by certified technicians, free estimates, and fair prices that get you back on the road. With over a half-century of experience serving the community, they have earned a reputation for quality and trust. Call 308-872-5346 for details or to schedule your estimate at Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Find the award-winning service you need with Brent Custer in Broken Bow.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance. 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Central Nebraska Diesel, your full-service Renke dealer, wishes all of the area student athletes and the Huskers a winning season. With Renke, you are always the winner. Call Central Nebraska Diesel to find out how a new Renke irrigation system can help score more points in your farming operation. Best of luck to all of the area student athletes, and go Big Red in competition and in the classroom. From Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts. Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Morgan Ranch Inc., OBO Ranch, Orville's Repair, P-Patch Greenhouse and Gifts, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Rowley and Kina Stepka, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing, Sargent Tire, Seidel Contracting, and Sheets Irrigation. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
your home for area postseason basketball. KCNI KBBN Radio.
Top seed Sumner Eddyville Miller ends the first half on a 17-2 run against the number 4 seed Twin Loup to take a lead here at halftime, 34-12. And with the first half numbers, here is Jeremy Scheib.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll start with the visiting Twin Loup Wolves as the lower seed. Jalen Blackburn leading the scoring for the Wolves with 5 points. 2 apiece for Natalie Haskell, Carson Vincent, and Kinley Keefe, and 1 point put in for Lorena Shada. For the Mustangs, Taryn Arbuthnot, the leading scorer, leads all scorers in the contest as the lone scorer in double figures, and she is certainly well into double figures, has 21 first half points. 6 points for Jacelyn Hoos, 5 for Avery Harder, and 2 by Kyler Jones to round out the first half scoring for SEM. You take a look at the team statistics. SEM out-rebounding Twin Loup 21-12. That was a statistic that was fairly even at the end of the first quarter, but SEM got more rebounds in the second quarter and was able to turn those rebounds into points. SEM was 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, while Twin Loup was 4 of 7, both pretty good percentages. SEM turned it over 10 times to Twin Loup's 13. So you take a look at the statistics all together, outside of not being able to stop Taryn Arbuthnot from getting a bunch of putback attempts inside. Twin Loup really has hung around in this one pretty darn well, especially in rebounding and turnovers and free throws. Everything pretty even there. They just got to get the scoring going a little bit more in the second half and hang around like they did in that first quarter, try to eat away at things. But as it stands, Twin Loup Wolves trailing 34-12. Their leading scorer, Jalen Blackburn, with 5, while SEM got 21 points from Taryn Arbuthnot.
All right, we'll take another break and get you ready for the third quarter when we come back here on 95.3.
Go Mustangs! Tubbs Pub cheers for the Mustangs, and they admire their talent and sportsmanship. Tubbs Pub welcomes all students, friends, and families to Tubbs Pub for a hearty meal when in Sumner. Regardless of how the games turn out, let's all enjoy the friendship of our communities together at Tubbs Pub. Enjoy prime rib specials every Friday and Saturday night and hot home-cooked meals Monday through Saturday. Let's all eat at Tubbs Pub in Sumner.
Mead Lumber of Broken Bow is your trusted partner for all your building and home improvement needs. Just like a championship team needs a strong foundation, your home and projects need quality materials and expert advice. From repairs to renovations, Mead Lumber is proud to support our local athletes and community. Whether you're building a new project or fixing your home, Mead Lumber helps keep Custer County strong. Happy to support this broadcast, Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Geared for Sports is locked, loaded, and ready for every season, and right now is the perfect time to get prepared. With spring sports right around the corner, it's time to make sure you and your athletes are ready to hit the ground running. From track to baseball and softball, you'll find the playing gear and fan wear you need all at Geared for Sports. Plus, braces, sleeves, and cleats are in stock to keep everyone supported and game ready. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
If you've got an upgrade, remodel, or new construction project on your mind for the year, Now is the time to get it scheduled with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in remodels, new build plumbing, and advanced sewer video inspections. They provide friendly, reliable service to Broken Bow and nearby communities. And yes, they can handle septic plumbing when you need it. Plan ahead and get on the calendar today with Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Every dribble, every dream, right here. Postseason Hoops on KCNI and KBBN.
Well, don't forget, we've got another game coming up a little bit later on here from this sub-district. It'll be Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. Also, don't forget that Brent Apperson will be over on KCNI for the Broken Bow C1 sub-district action from Milford tonight against Central City. Working right to left, Twin Loup with the basketball to start the second half. Looking at that 2-3 zone defense. Pass taken away by Hoos into the forecourt, down the left side, drives all the way in, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound and a tie-up situation. We saw quite a few of those in the first half. And we start the second half with a jump ball. Baseline right side, it'll be Scoville to get it in to Hoos. 3-ball in and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Blackburn. Bringing it across the line will be Shada. Neither team has had any backcourt pressure in this game. Driving, Keefe had to go to the floor to get the ball, gets it over to Shada. They get it back over to Keefe. Driving, puts it up and in. And Twin Loup with the first points of the third quarter makes it 34-14. Hoos over to Arbuthnot, into the corner for Scoville. They'll work it around the perimeter. Arbuthnot up top. 2-3 zone being shown as well by the Lady Wolves. Arbuthnot, cross-court pass over to Hoos. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Back to Scoville, back into the paint, and putting it up for the easy one is Taryn Arbuthnot.
Yeah, and it was really easy for her to get that position in the lane. Didn't really get touched by anybody until the ball was already leaving her hands on the shot.
And a good job by Scoville to lead her on that pass. Stolen away now by Jones, takes it all the way in. Couldn't get the shot to go, but she'll draw the foul.
Are they going to get Shada here on the blocking foul? Already we're seeing the adjustments by these two teams. SEM looks much more patient in their offense. They played deeper into the shot clock, waiting for that opening to Arbuthnot last time down. Also, they're not swiping at the basketball when Twin Loup gets a rebound, which is a way that they picked up a lot of those fouls there in the first half. They just allowed Blackburn to rebound that last one, and they ran back on defense.
Jones makes the first, misses the second, and then a foul on the rebound. They're going to call Arbuthnot going over the back of Carson Vincent. That'll be her second foul. 37-14, 6:36 to go, third quarter. Winner advances to the championship on Thursday night. And we'll have it, the video of it for sure, and possibly also on radio. We'll just have to see how everything comes out tonight. 3-ball off, taken out of there by Arbuthnot. Nice pass over to the right side. Shot put up, no good though from Scoville. Rebound brought down by Arbuthnot, and the foul on Twin Loup.
I'd venture to guess that if Arbuthnot doesn't already have a double-double, she's awfully close to it. She's got to, at the very minimum, have 7 or 8 rebounds.
Foul on Kinley Keefe, that's her third. First free throw good by Arbuthnot. Your friends at Klein Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Klein Financial, downtown Broken Bow, 940 South D Street. Arbuthnot makes the second to make it a 39-14 game.
And she's got 25 points in the contest.
Driving, putting up the shot, and putting it in. The freshman, Kinley Keefe. She's got all the points here in the third quarter. 39-16 for Twin Loup, that is. Arbuthnot and Hoos play catch out top. Hoos gets it back now from Harder. Arbuthnot, right side. Scoville, bounce back into the paint. Nice move by Arbuthnot. Spins, left it short. Rebound and a foul going to go on Avery Harder. Trying to tap it over the shoulder of Carson Vincent.
Just her first foul. And it was an okay foul. I mean,
was
plenty
a
of times
hustle foul.
It was a hustle foul, and you see that one not called just as often as you see it called.
Into the forecourt, controlling. Haskell down low, wide open, putting up the shot was Vincent. Actually faked the shot, and then it was blocked by the defense that recovered there. That was Kyler Jones. It'll stay with Twin Loup.
Kind of one of those situations you don't really realize you're as open as you were. She could have turned right around and shot it, instead hesitated, got it blocked.
From the corner, shot would not go for Vincent. It goes out of bounds off of Jacelyn Hoos. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. Baseline right side, it'll be Vincent to toss it in. Looking in low, can't. Finds Shada for a 15-footer. That will not fall. Arbuthnot rips down the board. Trying to dribble through traffic. Does. Pump fake, drives, puts it up, left it short. Got her own board, puts it up. Couldn't get that one to go, but she'll draw the foul.
Well, think about her scoring output. She's got 25 points, and she, much like every other player on the court in that second quarter, also could not get shots to go inside. If some of those shots had gone, she would have eclipsed the 30-point mark long ago. She's just getting these extra opportunities at the line and on putbacks because she's a hustler.
Missed the first free throw. We'll have a second. That foul was on Blackburn, her second. Second one will not go, and the rebound brought down by Hoos. Driving, puts it up, no good, but she'll draw the foul. And with 5:05 to go in the third, that's going to be the fourth team foul on Twin Loup, and that's going to be the first on Carson Vincent.
The nice thing is the Wolves are avoiding the players that have multiple flat fouls. Lorena Shada has 3, Kinley Keefe has a couple. So they're not really piling up fouls on players that can't afford to give them.
Hoos missed the first, she made the second. 40-16. Sumner Eddyville Miller on top. Twin Loup with the basketball. We go under 5 minutes in the third. Bounce over to the left side for Blackburn. Up top to Haskell, running 12-footer. Off the glass is good. Natalie Haskell putting the bucket in. Just a freshman. 40-18. A lot of freshmen out there tonight. SEM starts 3. Everybody on the roster is either a freshman or a senior. Over on the left side, Arbuthnot finds Scoville, cut off. Back out to Hoos for a 3, no good. And the rebound brought out of there by Kinley Keefe. Speaking of freshmen, she'll bring it into the forecourt. Finds Haskell. Haskell back over to Keefe on the right side. Into the corner, Vincent for a 3, will not go. Arbuthnot the rebound, she wants to run. Doesn't have the numbers, she'll force it anyway. Double team, kicks it off to Hoos along the baseline. Shot up and in for Avery Harder from about 6 feet away. 42-18 SEM. Back half of the third quarter. Shada in the corner, being guarded closely there by Hoos, and they're going to call a foul on Jacelyn Hoos.
That'll just be her second.
And Hoos will sit down. Kyler Jones back in. Third team foul, so no free throws. Vincent to toss it in. Finds Blackburn. They'll work it up top, set up their offense. Shada back over to Vincent. Guarded there by Jones. Still a 2-3 zone, though. Nice entry to Blackburn, but couldn't get the shot to go. And then a foul on the rebound. Arbuthnot called for going over the back of Slagle, and that's going to be her third.
Well, and if they didn't signal over the back, they signaled it on the arm. I think either over the back or on the arm, either one, maybe not the best, most quality foul call I've seen. We'll put it that way.
Inbound stolen away by Arbuthnot. Finds Hayes off the wing. No good. Rebound brought down by Scoville. Bounce intended for Jones, but run down by Arbuthnot. She'll reset the offense with 27 on the shot clock, and a timeout going to be taken by SEM. It is a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. 3:09 to go third quarter. SEM 42, Twin Loup 18.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wait, stop. This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
We come back here to Sumner, 42-18 SEM on top of Twin Loup. Lady Mustangs with the basketball. Arbuthnot with a three will not fall. Rebound fought for and a tie-up situation. Ball will go over to Twin Loup. He's Jeremy Shipe. I'm Larry Cotner. Behind the camera tonight is Jack Simpson. Good to have you along here for postseason basketball on 95.3. Driving, they get it to Blackford. Her shot blocked by Hayes, but they're going to call the foul. Boy, she got a lot of ball. And might have got her with the body down low, but that's going to be her fourth.
Well, they signal on the arm, and I'll be honest, sometimes you talk about, well, maybe she got her on the follow-through on the ball. I didn't see enough to justify a call there. That's tough to swallow for SEM as well.
Blackburn misses the first free throw. Both teams are in the bonus the remainder of the quarter. Blackburn's second one, no good. Long rebound, tipped by Jones and taken there by Shada. Gives it off to Blackburn, who couldn't get it to go. Tipped around, controlled by Harder. Into the forecourt, they work it ahead to Hoos. Back over to Arbuthnot on the right side. Hoos, top of the key. Arbuthnot working right side, two on the 2-3 zone. Three ball put up, no good by Scoville. And on the rebound, a tie-up situation between Vincent and Hoos, and the ball will stay with the Lady Mustangs. They'll toss it in, baseline left side. Comes in to Hoos, steps back for a three and will not go. Rebound taken out of there by Blackburn. Vincent over to Shada, pushes into the forecourt. May have taken the extra step, she did.
17th turnover of the game for Twin Loup. Majority of those, well over 3/4 of them occurred in the first half. Turnover-wise, it's been a much cleaner start to this second half for the Wolves.
And I think a lot of that, though, too, is the fact that neither team is pressing in the backcourt. Twin Loup has really never been a pressing team. Arbuthnot couldn't handle the pass, and trying to get it back, she was able to tie the ball up, but it will go over to Twin Loup on the alternating possession. And SEM, I think they would like to press, but when you only have 7 on your team, you just really can't afford that. Into the forecourt. Shada finds Haskell, dribbles in. Bounce to the high post. Blackburn puts it up and no good. Shot that one off her off foot. Taken out of there by Hoos. Laid it ahead to Arbuthnot. Takes it down low, kicks it back out. Scoville, long range. And she stuck the landing right between the backboard and the iron. And none of our officials are young enough to be able to jump up there and do this. And, Lance, come on.
Oh, no, he missed it. Threw it right off of the iron on the box. Hit it directly twice and still didn't get it out.
Hey!
Finally got it in.
The fifth time is a good one for Lance.
And the basketball went in, so it's got to count for something, even though he didn't do it right away. Now they're going to check, make sure
they got the right basketball.
Well, and that it's not affected on the leather from being stuck in there so well.
True. So SEM will trigger it in, and that, again, that's an alternating possession. It's like another jump ball. Shot put up by Arbuthnot, no good, but got her own board, and I believe we got another tie-up.
It was. Back to Twin Loup we go.
Well, you were right. You never know whether to start writing those down, but if you had, I think we'd be in the 20s to 30s. Into the forecourt. Haskell to the free throw line. She walked.
And that was due to the defense being in there tight when she got to the free throw line area. Just didn't have anywhere to go with it. And your feet aren't going to stop moving right away. You're just going to keep moving. And she committed that walk.
Minute 18 to go, third quarter, 42-18. Sumner Eddyville Miller on top. Hoos, nice look down low to Harder, but left it short. And then Twin Loup going for the rebound. They bump into each other. The ball will stay with Sumner Eddyville Miller. Scoville to throw it in, baseline left side. Finds Hoos. Now Scoville open for a 12-footer. It would not fall. And then Cooper Keefe couldn't handle the rebound. It would go out of bounds. So SEM with another opportunity here. Inbounds, goes to Hoos. Finds Arbuthnot, nice spin move, puts it up, no good. Rebound brought down by Keefe. Cooper will outlet to Shada as we're down to 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Haskell, left side, finds Slagle. Back to Haskell, dribbles in traffic, finds Slagle, partially blocked by Jones, retrieved by Haskell, and a foul is going to go, I believe, on Slagle.
Yeah, they had a foul called down there, and Scoville took the brunt of that hit right in the eyeball. And you know how it is when you get hit in the eye. Even if you're not a person that typically cries, it's a pain that, I mean, it's where tears come from. You know, sometimes the tears just come. And, boy, is she tough for walking down here and switching the free throw after the tears on the other end. She's got it under control and knocks it home.
Mia Scoville puts it in. I might have called her Ellie earlier. I apologize. Mia Scoville, the freshman, makes them both. 44-18. 41.8 remaining here in the third quarter. Into the forecourt. They go to the high post to Cooper Keefe, over to Blackburn, open, got it up and in. And a nice look on the assist from Cooper Keefe.
Her first points of the third quarter.
44-20, 23 seconds remaining. Over to the left side, driving into the paint, Harder stepping in and stealing away is Haskell. Haskell running down the left side, takes it in, blocked away, but a foul also going to be called on Jacelyn Hoos.
That'll be her third by my mark. And that turnover on the other side of the floor, I have down as SEM's first turnover of the third quarter. Now, everything I do is unofficial on this scorebook. Outside of the score, I'm pretty confident on that most nights, but I do believe that was the first turnover on SEM here in the third quarter.
Natalie Haskell at the line, her free throw, good. Oh, that hit the iron twice, bounced around and finally dropped through. Arbuthnot's back in. Hoos will sit down for the final 12.8 here in this third quarter. Haskell towing up the line, puts this one up, and no good. Rebound taken out of there by Arbuthnot. 44-21, under 10 seconds remaining, behind the back dribble. Holds up on the wing, into the corner. Scoville knocks down the three. Mia Scoville. Baseball shot from three-quarters comes up short from Shada. We go to the fourth quarter. Your score, Sumner Eddyville Miller 47, Twin Loup 21. You're listening to 95.3.
Radio coverage of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Slagle Angus, Speltz Lumber Company, Stars Wildlife Inn, Taylor Storage, TCH Seeds, Team Physical Therapy, The Rescue Bar and Grill, Treptow Cattle Company, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Woe and Go, Union Bank and Trust, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and Wagner Bunkhouse and Cabins. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters.
The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
The postseason pulse is right here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
We go to the final 8 minutes of this one. Sumner Eddyville Miller in control, 47-21, looking to advance to the championship on Thursday night. They've got the basketball to begin this fourth quarter. Arbuthnot up top to Scoville. Now to Jones, back over to Scoville, launches another long one. That's a three. Mia Scoville with back-to-back threes. One to end the third quarter, one to start the fourth, and it's 50-21 SEM.
She scored the last 8 points for the Mustangs, including those free throws.
Into the paint, Keefe back out to shot, 18-footer short. Rebound brought out of there by Jones. Outlet to Arbuthnot. Now down the right side, there's Scoville, puts it up. No good, but she's going to put herself to the free throw line as she was in the act of shooting.
Well, the freshman scores 4.5 per game on average this season, and in about, seems like 4.5 seconds, she scored 8 points. So quite the output, and that's what this part of the season is all about. It's never too late to find something extra in your offense. Those were good sets that they ran to her, and a good quick trigger from Mia.
And that was Lorena Shada's fourth foul, by the way. Mia Scoville, free throw no good. Second one is off the mark. Taken out of there by Shada. She'll continue to play with those 4 fouls. Into the forecourt. Ball almost got away from her. Keith controls on the right side, trying to drive along the baseline. Tipped away by Jones, and it'll stay with Twin Loup. They'll toss it in with 7:08 remaining. Hayes is going to come back into the lineup.
Well, you look at what these two teams did 1 week ago. SEM scored 66 in that game. Twin Loup scored 21. So that's something the Wolves can try to do here, is limit SEM to less points than they scored last time while eclipsing what they scored last time.
Blackburn shot blocked, and here comes SEM the other way. Jones works it up top to Arbuthnot. Calls out the offense. Scoville has it on the right wing. Up top for Jones, over to Scoville. This three will not go, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Mustangs. 6 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in this contest. Crossing the center line, it'll be Shada. Keefe into the middle. Vincent couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound brought out of there by Hayes. Outlet to Scoville. Scoville, right side, finds Arbuthnot. Back to Scoville. Fakes the drive, now finds Arbuthnot. Back out to Jones. She'll knock down the three ball. 53-21. A timeout, a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout taken by Twin Loup. 6:10 remaining, 53-21, SEM.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Back to action, SEM with the basketball. Shot put up no good by Jones. Taken out of there by Vincent. 5:44 remaining here in the game. 53-21, Sumner Eddyville Miller. Top seed looking for their 11th win. Shot put up on the reverse side, no good for Kinley Keefe. Taken out of there by Mia Scoville, who's had a pretty good second half. Scoville run it into the forecourt. Down the left side, parted the sea and drove it all the way in. Everybody left her alone, so she just took it in and left-handed it in.
10 second half points for Mia Scoville after not scoring a point in the first half.
55-21. Vincent's shot from 15, no good. Blackburn's follow, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Harder. Gets it off to Scoville. Scoville in the forecourt will get it off to Harder. They'll reset the offense. Now Jones controls. The longtime seniors on this team, both sitting now. Arbuthnot as well as Hoos. And now Jones, 3-second violation going to be called on Venegas Velasquez, and we'll go the other direction. Twin Loup with the basketball, feet ahead. Vincent from 3, no good. Tipped around, controlled by Jones. Lead ahead to Scoville. Back out top for Jones. Now works it over to the right side. Totally four freshmen and 1 senior. And the bucket goes there. I missed who actually shot that. I was looking down, Jeremy.
That was on the backside by Avery Harder.
All right. Shot put up by Twin Loup. Saved back in, but SEM will come the other way, leading 57-21. Jones off to the right side. Scoville for a 3, no good. Rebound brought down on the weak side by Harder, and she'll draw the foul.
If this is on Ella Schweitzer, and it is, Ella is fouled out of the game.
And they're going to say she was putting up a shot. So Schweitzer's going to foul out. Cooper Keefe will come back in. And to the free throw line, freshman Avery Harder. High off the back of the board and through the net.
And you feel for Ella, she's one of the seniors on this Twin Loup squad. Has played her last basketball as a high schooler. Second to be out here in the postseason with her squad one more time.
Second free throw, no good. Brought down by Shada. 3:45 remaining in the game. And entry pass tipped away, but retrieved though by Shada. Into the hands of Blackburn. She'll put it in. She's fouled. She'll step to the free throw line to complete an old-fashioned three-point play. And that foul will be the 5th on Hayes. Haley Hayes will have to check out. So Jacelyn Hoos, who thought maybe she was done for the night, has to come back into the lineup. 58-23. Blackburn's free throw is good.
Yeah, the only other player available on the bench right now is Taryn Arbuthnot.
3:40 remaining. SEM leading by 34. Baseball pass over into the corner off to Hoos. Gets it over to Venegas Velasquez. And her shot no good. Rebound though brought back by SEM. Shot put up and good from 8 by Jones. And a timeout, a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout taken by SEM. They're up by 36.
Mice and rats don't stand a chance when you shop the selection of products available at Arrow Seed. Try Boot Hill Pellets Placed Packs, pre-measured and easy to put in hard-to-reach locations. Mini blocks have a peanut flavor rodents love. Place them on rods or in bait stations. Soft bait from Revolver and Fast Draw means less bait waste and easy cleanup. And mini blocks and paraffin blocks from Ombre are an exceptional choice as well. Simply put, the mouse and rat solution you're seeking is at Arrow Seed.
In sports and in life, the right game plan makes all the difference. At Nebraska State Bank, they're proud to support the area teams and help the community reach their goals. From your first checking account to your dream home loan, Nebraska State Bank is there to help you play to win. With personal and business banking, home and ag loans, and modern online and mobile banking tools, you're sure to score with Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And we come back to Sumner, and out of the timeout, Kinley Keefe gets the bucket in the paint area to make it a 60-26 game as we go under 3 minutes remaining. Pass to the high post. Jones runs it down. Back out to Hoos. Harder, back to Hoos. In the paint, Jones open, couldn't get it to go, got her own board. Back out to Scoville from 15, no good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Blackburn. Here comes Twin Loup the other way. And what do we have here? Timeout? Nope, just taking a quick timeout to get a whole new 5 in here. And so coming in now, Slagle and Haskell coming back in. Allie Smith, a sophomore, in the lineup. Macy Smith, a junior, has checked in. And one other number, that is Asri Estrada. She is a freshman. Smith with it, that is Allie Smith. The shot put up by Haskell, no good, and the rebound cleared out of there by Hoos. Scoville, cross-court pass to Harder, couldn't quite handle it. Goes out of bounds. Boy, Scoville, though, threaded that through that needle there.
Yeah, it was really close. Love to see the hugs going on over there on the Twin Loup bench. Several seniors just checked out for the last time in a Twin Loup Wolf uniform, including Carson Vincent and Lorena Shada and Cooper Keefe as well.
Shot put up, no good, and the rebound brought down that time by Venescas Velasquez. And into the forecourt. SEM has it. Scoville works it over to Hoos. Now Jones. Skip pass left side, Harder. Controlling Hoos. They're going to run down the shot clock as much as they can. Down to 8 seconds. Into the paint. Jones puts it up too strong. Got her own board, put it up no good. Did reset the shot clock, but Twin Loup comes away with the rebound with 1:20 remaining. Haskell back over to Slagle. Slagle works the right side. Skip pass over to Haskell, driving. Shot blocked out of there by Jones. Rebound to Scoville, and she is called for the walk.
And that's tough because she got her leg taken out from under her by Natalie Haskell. It was unintentional, but Haskell was just trying to run back the other way and took Scoville's pivot foot with her.
Freshman Addison Dillsaver in now for Twin Loup. Inbounds goes to Haskell, and she is hammered by Kyler Jones, and that is going to be free throws, as Natalie Haskell will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Third foul on Kyler.
Haskell puts it up and in. 60-27. In the active shooting, she'll have a second one. No good, as she stepped over the line. So we'll head the other direction with 1:06 remaining. Don't forget Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford coming up next. Should be a dandy of a 2-3 seeded game. Jeremy will have the call for you here on 95.3. And right now, SEM just holding the ball out top as they use up the shot clock. 48 seconds remaining. Twin Loup extending the defense. Venegas Velasquez puts up the one from the free throw line. Would not go. Brought down by Haskell, and she'll be fouled by Crystal Venegas Velasquez. This will not be free throws, though. Inbound will go to Estrada. Her shot no good, and the rebound brought down by Hoos, and SEM can almost run out the shot clock now. Harder, deep on the wing. There's about a 0.7 of a second difference between the game clock, shot clock. Jones dribbles in, gets it off to Scoville, now over to Hoos. Harder in the corner. She'll launch a long one, off the glass, no good. Rebound brought out of there by Haskell, and time runs out. Final score, 60-27. Sumner Eddyville Miller advances to the championship game. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for game number, to pass the stats on this one, then get you ready for game number 2 on 95.3.
Supporting our student athletes, Melham Medical Center stands by you every step of the way. They offer local access to wellness and care, from emergency and inpatient services to the specialty clinic, offering top providers in orthopedics, cardiology, neurological care, and radiology. With a focus on inspiring healthy living through quality care, Melham is proud to back our hometown teams. Visit them at melham.org or call them at 308-872-4100. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
From fields in Nebraska to projects around the world, Sargent Irrigation's roots run deep in the heartland. They believe in hard work, strong teams, and supporting the communities they serve. That's why they're proud to help deliver every thrilling moment of high school and Husker sports right to your radio. Even if you can't be there in person, you won't miss a play. This broadcast is made possible in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow, where hometown pride goes the distance.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Is your home feeling like the Arctic or the Sierra? Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow has you covered. From furnace fixes to AC installs, ductwork remodels, and ventilation solutions, their skilled team keeps your comfort just right. No wrestling with the thermostat required. Don't let the weather boss you around. Call 308-872-6196 and let Taylor Heating and Cooling take control of your indoor climate today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Make 2026 unforgettable with a great deal on a new Polaris side-by-side or ATV from Agland ATV during the Polaris Start the Year Off-Road Sales event. We are restocked with new units for a new year and ready to pass on great deals. We also have a large lineup of pre-owned units that the guys are motivated to move. Let's get you out there in a new machine. Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Terms and conditions apply. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
60-27, the final score as Sumner Eddyville Miller improves to 11-9. With the numbers on this game, here's Jeremy Scheid.
All right, thank you, Larry. One score in double figures for the Twin Loup Wolves. That was Jalen Blackburn. She had 5 points in each half for her 10 points. 8 for Kinley Keefe, 6 for Natalie Haskell, and 2 for Carson Vincent. Lorena Shada put in a point in the second quarter to contribute to the final score for the Wolves. For the SEM Mustangs, 3 scorers in double figures, led by Taryn Arbuthnot. She scored her 25 points in the final 3 quarters, did not play in the fourth quarter. 10 points apiece for Mia Scoville. All of hers were in the second half. Avery Harder had 10 points as well, 5 in each half. 8 points for Kyler Jones and 7 points for Jacelyn Hoos to round out the scoring for the Mustangs of SEM. Take a look at the team statistics. SEM 12 of 22 from the free throw line, while Twin Loup shot 50%, 7 of 14. Rebounding battle was won significantly by SEM in the final 3 quarters. It was all but even at the end of the first, but they eventually dominate the category, rebounding 45 to Twin Loup's 24. SEM had 13 turnovers to Twin Loup's 19. Again, your leading scorers for Twin Loup, it was Jalen Blackburn with 10 and Kinley Keefe with 8. For SEM, Taryn Arbuthnot had 25. Your final score, SEM 60, Twin Loup 27. SEM advances to take on the winner of Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford, coming your way next here on KBBN.
And after we take this break, we'll turn our focus to Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford here on 95.3.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top-quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curve west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their work and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Find the award-winning service you need with Brent Custer in Broken Bow.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke would like to take this moment to extend their thanks and appreciation to our brave men and women who serve our country through our armed forces. This gratitude also extends to our armed forces veterans for your sacrifice. The freedoms we enjoy today and the bright future we see tomorrow are due to your selfless service, and for this we offer our humble and sincere thanks. For all your mechanized irrigation needs, count on the professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel, who sell, install, and service a full line of reliable Renke systems. Stop in today to see how Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke can help get the most out of your irrigation water.
Your home for postseason thrills. KCNI KBBN Radio.
And we so appreciate your listenership here to KBBN Radio for the D2-8 subdistricts here from Sumner Eddyville Miller High School. Let's take a look at some of the sponsors joining us for this Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford broadcast. Anselmo-Merna 15-8 on the season. Sandhills Thedford 12-9. The winner will take on the top seed of the subdistrict and host Sumner Eddyville Miller Mustangs, who just got the victory 60-27 over Twin Loup. Thank you to Ewald's Grocery, A1 Auto Repair of Arnold, Kristen Electric, Consolidated, the Anselmo-Merna Boosters, Muddy Creek Auto, Sandhill Oil Company, Prairie Feed Supply, and Sargent Insurance of Thedford for joining us for this broadcast, as well as video sponsors Harsh Mercantile and Rodocker Trucking. Take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford as we get you set up for this 2 and 3 seed matchup in the D2-8 girls sub-districts.
Ewald's Grocery in Thedford is your full-service grocery store, proudly stocked with high-quality foods, great prices, and the friendly service you can count on. They take pride in supporting their local community and appreciate every customer who walks through their doors. Ewald's Grocery is also a big supporter of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, always cheering on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery, your hometown store and proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Electricity. We use it every sinsingle day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the Boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Let's go Coyotes! Muddy Creek Auto is fired up to cheer on Anselmo-Merna this season. Thinking about a new ride? Jump online to Muddy Creek Auto or cruise by their lot right across the highway from the school in Myrna. Fresh inventory is rolling in all the time, and you can catch the latest on Facebook too. Drive strong, play hard, and keep that Coyote spirit alive. Brought to you by Muddy Creek Auto.
Welcome back to Sumner Eddyville Miller High School as we get you set up for this 2 and 3 seed broadcast between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. These teams played recently. You look back to the conference tournament, Sandhills Thedford and Anselmo-Merna faced off. Anselmo-Merna got the victory over Sandhills Thedford by a score of 43-38. But as you can imagine, when teams play to within 5 points of each other, they match up pretty darn well. And folks that were in attendance for that MNAC third place game were treated to a very competitive game. I'm sure throughout the rest of the evening we'll talk a little bit more about how that game hashed out, the players that played, what happened throughout that ball game. But the final score kind of tells you a lot. It was a close one, and these teams have played several games since that point and will look to get another win. This one much bigger than that conference game was, because this one means a continuation of their season. You take a look at the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, 15-8 on the season to this point. Rhiannon Myers and Lily Thornton are the leading scorers back-to-back for Anselmo-Merna, both of them seniors. Rhiannon puts in 12 points a game, Lily Thornton about 11.5. Shaylee Coleman, a fellow senior, joins them in double figures with 10 a game. Rhiannon Myers from that guard position is the leading rebounder for the Coyotes. She just broke the AM career rebounding record this past Friday in their win against Ansley Litchfield. So she likes to get in there and get involved and pull down some boards. Shaylee Coleman also averages just short of 8 rebounds a game from her post position. Sandhills Thedford led in scoring by Lainey Dahlberg with just under 15 points a game. Freshman Josie Morrow has really been impressive when we've seen her here on KBBN. She averages just short of 10 points a game. Lainey Dahlberg averages a double-double, ripping down 10 boards a game. Josie Morrow from that guard position also high in rebounds with 6, as is junior Lindsay McIntosh. We're getting closer to the tip. When we come back, we'll welcome Larry into the broadcast. We'll talk a little bit more about these two teams and what we expect to see about their matchup here tonight. Subdistrict basketball, the continuation of the postseason, has to happen with a win at Sandhills Thedford and Anselmo-Merna. Coming up soon on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Sandhills Oil was founded in 1961, and they've enjoyed serving the great communities of the Sandhills ever since, offering bulk oil and fuel delivery, as well as propane delivery, plus oil, lube, and filters. Their 3 family-run convenience stores in Thedford, Hyannis, and Valentine are ready to serve you. They love supporting community events and high school sports, and they're proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast. Sandhills Oil in Thedford.
When you're working on the ranch, you need supplies that won't let you down. That's why folks trust Prairie Feed Supply. We're proud supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, and we take great pride in being your one-stop shop for all your feeding needs. Farmers, ranchers, and pet owners rely on us to keep their animals happy and healthy. We stock the full line of dependable products you need, from McNess Cake and Hubbard Mineral and feed products to everything your pets need. Stop by Prairie Feed Supply in Thedford. We've got you covered. And when it comes to supporting our community, we stand with the team. Good luck, Knights!
At the Sargent Insurance Agency in Thedford, setting customers up with the best coverage at the best price and working hard for you are top priority. Shannon Ahlstrom sorts through several insurance options, weighs out the benefits, makes phone calls, and only stops when she has the perfect coverage plan for you. Call today to make an appointment for an insurance review at 645-2784. That's Sargent Insurance Agency, proud supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and this broadcast.
Mead Lumber of Broken Bow is your trusted partner for all your building and home improvement needs. Just like a championship team needs a strong foundation, your home and projects need quality materials and expert advice. From repairs to renovations, Mead Lumber is proud to support our local athletes and community. Whether you're building a new project or fixing your home, Mead Lumber helps keep Custer County strong. Happy to support this broadcast, Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring this sports broadcast to your airwaves. From our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, we are equipped for the needs that modern physical therapy calls for. Call 872-5111 and ask about how we can help, or visit myteampt.com and learn more about us. Together empowering able movement, Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by your friends at Team Physical Therapy.
Welcome back to SEM High School. We're a matter of minutes away from a tip between the 2 and 3 seeds, Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. I welcome Larry Kottner back into the broadcast. Larry, we've already kind of talked about the leading scorers and rebounders for these two teams. I want to talk with you on the broadcast about how we think these two teams are going to match up. We know the final score was awfully close in the MNAC tournament. That is usually fed by the teams matching up really well on an individual basis. I don't know about you, but the matchup that I think I'm really interested in seeing again is Lainey Dahlberg and Shaylee Coleman. Those two players really are good post players for each of these teams. And I think both of these teams want to get them involved offensively in particular, and they want to shut the other player down on the opposition too.
Yeah, you want to get your post people involved in any game that you've got, especially when you've got post players, seniors like Shaylee Coleman for Anselmo-Merna and Lainey Dahlberg for Sandhills Thedford. Those are go-to people. And then you just kind of work yourself out for your outside shot and your mid-range shots. But you want to make sure that you keep them out of foul trouble, and you want to make sure that you get the most out of their situation. This is going to be a fun one. I mean, they've played twice. Each team's won.
Yeah, it comes down to this, and the stakes couldn't be higher. You want to continue your season, and if you want to do that, you've got to come away with a win here tonight.
And that's one thing about this sub-district. Nobody is guaranteed into the district final. You've got to win this sub-district to make it to the district next week.
Something that stands out to me, past points per game and rebounds per game. We'll start on the Sandhills Thedford side. Lainey Dahlberg, from her post position, averages just over 3 steals a game. They'll look to try to get her tallying several steals a game. Callan Cox, even though she's not leading scorer, she's the 4th leading scorer. She is not a leading rebounder on this team, but she gets her teammates involved. She's the leading assist person for Sandhills Thedford. It'll be big for Callan to get out there and distribute the ball well.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be some of the position players that are complementary players, as the so-called tab on it. But some of those folks really, this is a game where they are so important. A player like Callan Cox and the assists that she gives, the points that she might. A Mallory Bartok that comes off the bench and gives you some good rebounds and putback points for Anselmo-Merna. There's just those intangibles on both sides.
Several different players for Anselmo-Merna are good distributors, including Rhiannon Myers, Haley Miller, and Lily Thornton, all with 3+ assists per game. You mentioned Rhiannon Myers. She not only leads the team in points per game and rebounds per game, she also pulls away about 3 steals per game to lead things for the Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. Like Larry said, each of these teams has taken one win here in the season. You look back to January 15th, Anselmo-Merna lost to Sandhills Thedford by 8 in a low-scoring game, 30-38. They then avenged that loss in the MNAC tournament in the third-place game, winning over Sandhills Thedford 43-38. Let's take a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by your friends at 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4 County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2258. Your starting lineups will look this way. We'll start with Sandhills Thedford. Tatum Connell, freshman in the starting lineup, alongside Callan Cox, who is a junior. Emma Ray is a freshman. Lainey Dahlberg is a senior. And Josie Morrow is a freshman. Sandhills Thedford starting 3 freshmen, a senior, and a junior. Cale Anderson is the head coach of the Knights. He is assisted by Brittany Bradley. Now the starting lineup for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Jenna Bartok, a freshman. Haley Miller, a senior. Lily Thornton, a senior. Shaylee Coleman, a senior. And Rhiannon Myers, a senior. 4 seniors and a freshman for the Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. Trent Kirchman is the head coach. Shelby Summer is the assistant coach. Immediate thing that stands out to me in those starting lineups, Larry, Sandhills Thedford, far from a experienced team when you purely look at which grade these young ladies are in. But on the other side, Anselmo-Merna starting 4 seniors. They've been on this stage before as underclassmen. Sandhills Thedford has as well. They just don't have as much experience as far as playing years out on the floor.
Yeah, Lainey Dahlberg is their experienced player, but also, I tell you what, during the MNAC, we saw how good these freshmen are in Emma Ray and Josie Morrow. They can play pretty good basketball, and when you think by this time of the year, they're almost sophomores now, and they're not really any more freshmen.
Tip is controlled by Sandhills Thedford in the road blacks, and it's turned over by Connell. The officials hadn't even really gotten set yet. And it goes out of bounds, right over by us, and turned over to the Coyotes, who will go right to left to start the game, wearing the home whites as the higher seed. Top of the key 3 does not go for Thornton. Rebound defensively for Callan Cox. Turned away, ball knocked away by Thornton. Cox keeps it on the side of the floor. Dahlberg, ball above the head to Emma Ray. Block shot would not go. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Coyotes. So a fresh 35 and possession for the Knights.
Both teams trying to feel their way through this early going. Each team with an unforced turnover early on in this game.
Cox tosses it in. Quick shot from Morrow would not go from just inside the 3-point line. Weak side rebound to Ray. Up to Cox, thought about the 3. Now Connell tries to force one into Dahlberg, but that pass was not there from the get-go. It's turned over, back the other direction. Bartok misses a shot. Coleman, the offensive board, out to Thornton. Missed everything. Rebound on the weak side. Miller, she's fouled by Morrow. She'll shoot 2.
Foul trouble is also one of those things that could play in here and how each team's bench is going to be utilized.
50 seconds gone here in the first quarter. Miller misses the first of 2. Still looking for our first point between these two teams. The second for Miller. rattles in, and it's a 1-0 Anselmo-Merna lead. Ray gets it into Cox, now gets it back, throws it ahead to Connell, touch pass to Dahlberg, and they break the press beautifully. Morrow, short corner shot is called off. They call it on the floor, but she is fouled, and it'll be a baseline inbound for the Knights.
Again, that's one of those, if it was the college game, yes, it would be that continuation, but here in the high school game, it will not count. That's the first one on Haley Miller.
Ray tosses it into Connell. Cox back to Connell on the right wing. Cox on the center, and now Ray on the left. Back up top to Callan Cox. Josie Morrow on the right wing. Hasn't used the dribble, now does against Bartok. Throws it to Dahlberg. 10-footer up and down. 2-1, the Sandhills Thedford lead. Thornton on the right-hand side, cut off by Connell. Centers it with Miller. Miller drives on the left side against Morrow. Has one foul. Cuts her off well, though, on the near side block. Almost gets the turnover. Now does force the turnover. Dahlberg and Ray out in front of everybody. Dahlberg going to take it herself up the left-hand side. How about that for a center? Leading the charge to the other side for two.
Well, and when Sandhills Thedford gets that kind of points out of their center, they are tough to beat.
Thornton back the other way. Big collision with Connell. Took the brunt of Thornton's shoulder to the chin. She muscles it up and in to pull the Coyotes to within one.
And Lily Thornton, she is just strong.
Cox throws it to Dahlberg. High points it in the center of the floor. Scoops it over to Morrow, who puts it up and in. And boy, we talked about Dahlberg running in transition and scoring. She's also an exceptional passer as a post player. Give her the assist on that one. Coyotes trail by 3 with the basketball. Thornton to Coleman, high post, working against Dahlberg, kicks it out to Bartok. That's Jenna. Gives it to Coleman at the high post, had it swiped away from behind, jumping on top of the basketball. Couple of players, and Morrow jumped on it first, but then Coleman landed on her back with the basketball underneath her stomach. The ball dribbled out of bounds after a foul was called. It'll be Knights basketball, but Josie Morrow just trying to catch her breath right now.
And Haley Miller picked up that foul. That's her second, quickly having to come out of the game.
Sandhills Thedford basketball. Cox gets it and gives it back to Ray. Right side to Cox, lobs it for Dahlberg, tracks it down, tries to go across the lane this time. AM is ready for it. Coleman comes away with it, stops at the top of the key, out to Thornton, 3 up, 3 down. We're tied at 6 points apiece.
Lily Thornton with 5 of those 6 for AM.
Lainey Dahlberg into the front court, throws it on the right-hand side into the game. Lindsay McIntosh at the last break. Now Callan Cox just right of center. Goes to Morrow, caught her breath, gets it into Dahlberg, dishes it down to McIntosh, missed it inside though. Rebound to the Coyotes defensively. Brianna Myers up the right-hand side of the floor, kicked ball. Callan Cox got her toe on it, literally.
Well, we talked about how important it was going to be for Shaylee Coleman and Lainey Dahlberg to be involved in this game, and we have seen a lot of that here early on. Shaylee Coleman came up with that big defensive play earlier that led to a 3 for Thornton, and Lainey Dahlberg, she has either got the points or assisted on the points.
And now a turnover. Callan Cox comes away with it, goes glass, couldn't score it. Coleman the defensive board. No harm, no foul on the scoreboard for the Coyotes on the turnover. Myers loses the dribble. McIntosh teeing her up, being hounded, and a foul called from the away official on the opposite side of the floor. So McIntosh gonna pick one up.
That's just her first.
Myers tosses it into Thornton. Centers the basketball. Cox, caught the basketball on her nose as Thornton ripped it through. Goes and tracks her down. Rhiannon Myers now on the right-hand side, trying to get it into Mallory Bartok, picked off by the freshman Josie Morrow. Ahead to Ray, a fellow freshman, cut off on the short corner. Defense leaves her, doesn't shoot it, instead dishes it to Dahlberg, missed the shot in the lane. Rhiannon Myers, the leading rebounder on the season and the record holder on rebounds for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, pulls down the board, but it's thrown away by AM and then taken right back by the Coyotes. Myers up the center of the floor. McIntosh out on her. Chooses the left-hand side of the lane. Cut off, searching for a teammate. Jenna Bartok was coming to find her. Myers shot it instead, missed the shot. McIntosh the rebound. Searching for a teammate. Gets it to Callan Cox. Throws it ahead to Dahlberg. Turns around from the half-court line to Morrow. Missed the shot on the far side block. Rebound tracked down by Mallory Bartok. Still knotted up at 6 o'clock. These two teams trading blows evenly here in the first quarter. And the Coyotes throw it away on the post entry to Coleman.
Well, right now these two teams have combined for 10 turnovers in the first 4 minutes and 56 seconds of this game. That's the 6th one on AM. Sandhills Thedford's commit 4.
Cora Martindale in for Sandhills Thedford. Kenzie Russell is in for the Coyotes as a shot goes for Josie Morrow. She's fouled and she'll shoot a free throw, trying to complete a three-point play.
Did a great job of utilizing the left hand and drawing that foul on Shaylee Coleman.
Morrow to the free throw line. Does not complete the three-point play. Myers the rebound. Rannon into the front court. Chooses the left side. Ball above the head. Throws it into Coleman. Turns, shoots against Morrow, and scores. And now Mallory Bartok goes down after a big hit. Lots of physicality in this game. Dahlberg into the lane. Throws it out to Ray. Does well to control it. Missed the shot, though. Rebound and a tie-up. And another. Oh, geez, it's Mallory Bartok again. Takes another big fall underneath there. I have a feeling after this game's over, Larry, we're going to have some bruises on these players.
This has been a physical contest between these two.
Possession arrow favors Anselmo-Merna. We're all knotted up at 8 apiece. 2:25 to go first quarter here in the D2-8 sub-district. Rihanna Myers keys up a three, wouldn't go. Russell the rebound, puts up the putback, and was fouled by Ray on the arm. She'll shoot 2.
And on Emma Ray, that should be just her first.
And Kenzie Russell, she got that rebound, and that's a really good job of knowing that you're open. Take the shot now rather than maybe take a more difficult shot with defense in front of you as she gets the friendly roll on the first free throw.
2 of 3 are the Coyotes here early on in this game from the line.
Russell to shoot her second. Knocks it home as well. And that's going to be big for these teams. We mentioned it in the pregame. Getting points from your bench players is just as important as getting points from your starters. Dahlberg in the front court. Goes around Coleman and scores 2 to answer. We're tied at 10 again.
6 points to lead all scorers for Lainey Dahlberg.
Myers with the basketball. Cox out on her. Gets a screen from Thornton up the left-hand side. Morrow meets her. She shoots it over her. Missed it. Dahlberg the defensive board. Throws it ahead to Cox. Anselmo-Merna trouble getting back quickly. Cox, big collision with Mallory Bartok. Good no call in my humble opinion. Back the other way. Coyotes trying to throw it in to Coleman, and Dahlberg gets caught reaching.
That'll be the first one on Lainey Dahlberg. And going back to that previous offensive play for the Lady Knights, I agree. Cox took it in against 3 defenders and really had a better option of just kicking it out into the corner for an open shot.
Coyotes back in the half court. Thornton just left of center. Shoots a 3 off the front rim and out. Rebound, 5-4. And the battle won by Russell, and she is fouled. And this might be on Josie Morrow. The freshman, just like her Sandhills Thedford teammates, plays an aggressive style of basketball, especially defensively. And we kind of saw with this officiating crew in the last game, an aggressive defensive style has not been rewarded by this officiating crew as Russell makes the front end of 2. So it's the second foul on Josie Morrow. And Russell makes the second. 12-10, the Anselmo-Merna lead. Cox in the front court, press broken. Really, the press of Anselmo-Merna has not been a problem for Sandhills Thedford here in the first quarter. Cox, a long two-pointer, missed everything. Ball will travel out of bounds and go back to Anselmo-Merna with their 2-point lead, 12-10. Myers tosses it into Russell and gets it back. 30 seconds on the shot clock as a big collision between Cox and Myers. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Cox. No call either way. I think both teams, both fan bases wanted to find a reason to complain about something there, but when there was no foul either way, not really much that you can complain about.
Yeah, no advantage to either team on that one.
Ball above the head, pass down to Mallory Bartok, had trouble controlling it, tried to save it in. It goes out of bounds, last touch by Anselmo-Merna. It'll be Sandhills Thedford basketball.
I'm not sure that one needed to be saved in, as McIntosh, it looked like, was the last one to touch that.
So it's Sandhills Thedford basketball. They break the press ahead to McIntosh, over to Martindale. Martindale, touch pass into Dahlberg. Beautiful offense in transition from Sandhills Thedford. They score 2, and we're tied at 12.
Great vision that time from Cora Martindale to see the trailer coming down the middle.
Back the other direction, the Coyotes can't get an answer from Thornton. The ball is rebounded inside by Cox. Throws it ahead to Ray, who's back in there. 18-footer, would not rattle in. Fight for the rebound, won by Kenzie Russell. 19 seconds, shot clock is off. Throws it across to Thornton. Touch pass into Coleman. Layup missed. Rebound to Martindale. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sandhills Thedford has the last shot if they want it. Ray, high post, Dahlberg, high arching shot, would not go. The rebound AM, no shot before the buzzer, and we'll go to the second quarter tied at 12 apiece. Highly entertaining first half between these two teams. Each of them owns a win against the other in the regular season. And here in the D2-8 subdistrict, we're trying to determine who is going to take that rubber match and advance forward on their season. 12 apiece, Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford. Second quarter is coming your direction here shortly on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Geared for Sports is locked, loaded, and ready for every season, and right now is the perfect time to get prepared. With spring sports right around the corner, it's time to make sure you and your athletes are ready to hit the ground running. From track to baseball and softball, you'll find the playing gear and fan wear you need all at Geared for Sports. Plus, braces, sleeves, and cleats are in stock to keep everyone supported and game ready. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
Back to the action, a turnover for Sandhills Thedford as we start this second quarter. We're tied at 12. Just 15 seconds gone. Opening possession of the second quarter for Anselmo-Merna. Myers in the lane, shot it up and scored it. Haley Miller drove all the way around the right side, chose the baseline, and put it through traffic right into Myers.
First 2 points for Rhiannon Myers in the game.
And now Dahlberg was not ready for the pass at the free throw line. It's a turnover back to AM again. Russell turned it right back over, couldn't control the pass up the floor. And now a timeout taken by Coach Anderson of Sandhills Thedford. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Plan your next trip to Broken Bow's Dairy Queen for a delicious blizzard for the season, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big games, big moments. Central Nebraska Sports Source.
Sandhills Thedford basketball after their coach calls a timeout, wanting a good, sure shot. They get one from Callan Cox, just rimmed out. Coleman, the defensive board. Here comes Anselmo-Merna, leading 14-12. They enter it in to Myers, shoots it up, scores it, and takes the foul from Callan Cox. She'll try to complete a three-point play.
And they're going to get the foul on Callan Cox, her first.
That's kind of a wrinkle that Anselmo-Merna has thrown into their offense here to start this second quarter. Myers comfortable down inside. She's got a good height advantage inside against Cox, and she's comfortable being down there. She's a leading rebounder for the Coyotes, and now they just switch it over to the offensive side, and they've gotten a couple of makes from her inside to start this second period.
She's got all 5 points in the second quarter.
Completed the three-point play, and now Anselmo-Merna gets another turnover. Sandhills Thedford a little bit rattled on offense. Myers scoops it out to Miller. Drives on the right-hand side, cut off there by McIntosh. Free throw line jumper from Coleman, missed it. Kenzie Russell, a big rebound. The Coyotes reset the offense. They throw it into Coleman. Shot clock didn't reset. Dahlberg blocks the shot by Coleman. Big defensive play for Sandhills Thedford.
Yeah, she got all ball on that one.
Ray in the corner, almost threw it away to McIntosh. Does well to track it down. Into Dahlberg, met by a trail. A big-time bunch of Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, a jump ball, and it goes back to Anselmo-Merna.
I think the official out here called a travel.
Okay.
So we'll see if that switches. I think the possession is going to remain with Anselmo-Merna.
Coyotes sink the basketball. Miller throws it to Myers, missed it. Coleman on the board. Just had the position. Dahlberg hadn't set up for position yet, and it's been all Coyotes here in the second quarter so far.
And they're doing a great job on the boards. 13-7 advantage.
And now a two put in for Sandhills Thedford on the left side from Whitley Rasmussen, the senior, into the scorebook. The 7-0 run is stopped by Sandhills Thedford. They trail 14-19. Miller on the right-hand side, throws it inside to Myers, has the advantage over Cox and takes advantage again and scores.
Boy, she just posted up down there, had a big advantage, got low, she's got 7 now.
McIntosh right side to Cox, throws it over left side to Connell. Now Rasmussen dribbles once, dribbles twice, cut off in the short corner, has it taken away momentarily, and now finally taken away by Myers. Rhiannon Myers throws it ahead, too high for Jenna Bartok. Right idea, but Bartok just could not control it.
These two teams now have combined for 20 turnovers, 11 against the Lady Knights, 9 against Anselmo-Merna.
It's a 7-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. We were tied at the end of one. Connell needs the pass, gets it out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen cut off by a double team in the short corner. Throws it to Connell, now McIntosh, right side to Cox. One dribble, now over left side. Connell, long two-pointer, missed everything. Partially blocked, says the official. Coyotes back the other direction. Miller, no one stopped her, dribbles right up the middle, partially blocked by Dahlberg, and now a jump ball on the rebound fight. Will keep it on the Coyotes' end. That last time down, Larry, long possession for Sandhills Thedford, no touches for Lainey Dahlberg. That can't continue to be something that Sandhills Thedford has happen.
Well, and that's one thing Anselmo-Merna has done a good job of, is limiting her touches. She had a bunch of them early.
3 for Lily Thornton does not go. Defensive rebound, Sandhills Thedford. Rasmussen tries to touch pass it into Dahlberg. It's knocked back to Rasmussen, and she goes up and scores it. I guess you take your offense any way you can. That was on a loose ball. Rasmussen just went right up with it. Myers to answer for 3.
Well, after no points in the first quarter, she's got 10 in the second quarter.
Big second quarter start. We're halfway through the second quarter, and Anselmo-Merna leads it by 8, 24-16. The winner advances to the sub-district final. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor. Well, apologize, folks. We're having some troubles firing our ads back at the studio. So we'll just keep it here. It's been an entertaining second quarter so far, Larry. I mean, most of the scoring has been done by Anselmo-Merna here so far in the second quarter. Sandhills Thedford has put in a couple of scores to try to stick around in this one. But this is going to be a big second half of the second quarter for the Coyotes to keep their foot on the gas pedal, and for Sandhills Thedford to kind of hang around a little bit.
Well, they've made the adjustments that they needed to do. Coach Kirchman has gotten Rhiannon Myers more involved in the offense. And on the defensive side, they're doing a good job of fronting Lainey Dahlberg a little bit more and making her work for those inside shots.
Sandhills Thedford with the basketball out of the timeout. Dahlberg throws it high for Morrow, who's back in there. Missed the shot. Defensive board to Mallory Bartok of Anselmo-Merna. Myers swiped at by Cox, called for the foul.
That'll be her second. 2 team fouls here in this second quarter.
And now another Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken on the floor. 3:39 to go first half. Same score as last time. Anselmo-Merna 24, Sandhills Thedford 16.
Wait, stop. This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the grocery cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we will help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Out of the timeout, and Anselmo-Merna basketball trying to extend their 8-point lead. Can they do it with Thornton? No, leaves the 3-point shot short. Connell parachutes in and takes down the defensive board. Connell into the front court, off to Rasmussen, quickly down inside to Dahlberg. Shot affected by Mallory Bartok defensively. Defensive board, Anselmo-Merna. In transition, Rhiannon Myers scores on the left side. Beautiful pass in movement from Lily Thornton.
And she is just feeling it right now with a dozen all in this second quarter.
Big time quarter for Anselmo-Merna, and like Larry said, especially for Rhiannon Myers. Shot on the right side, a much needed make from Whitley Rasmussen from 15.
And she has had a big quarter. She's got all 6 points for Sandhills Thedford.
Left side, Miller. Haley cut off by Cox. Out to Myers. Myers, one dribble, shoots it over Dahlberg, missed it. Rebound, tracked down by Myers. Rhiannon, defense leaves her, shoots a 3 off the side of the rim and out. Morrow the rebound for Sandhills Thedford, trying to outrace everybody. Bumped by Bartok. It's a foul on the floor. It'll be Knights basketball after they report the foul.
First one on Bartok, first one on Anselmo-Merna this quarter.
Knights basketball. This was a tie game at 12 apiece at the end of the first quarter. It is now 26-18. Anselmo-Merna as Mallory Bartok called for the foul. on Callan Cox, who inbounded it to the high post from Dahlberg, who fired it right back to Cox, who went up with it and was fouled.
And that's 2 quick fouls against Mallory Bartok, and free throws this time for Callan Cox.
Makes the first.
And that's her first point of the game.
Shaylee Coleman and Kenzie Russell into the game. Mallory Bartok and Jenna Bartok will each take a seat. Cox can't pull the Knights to within 6. Coleman off of the bench comes in for the defensive board. Thornton in transition, beautiful feed up the floor, puts it off the board and in for 2.
Great adjustment after making that catch.
9-point lead for the Coyotes. Rasmussen on the right-hand side, goes just left of center to Connell. Cox, long 2, left it short. Thornton the defensive board. Off and running, Myers across the lane, Coleman goes glass and scooped it up and in. The Coyotes are firing on all cylinders. They may have even found a couple extra. Rasmussen on the right side, threw it away to Myers. Ran in with the basketball, 1:43 to go first half. Keeps the dribble alive, off to Thornton, a 3-pointer. Left it short, Coleman tries to tap it in, but she was out of bounds. And it will be Sandhills Thedford basketball. 30-19. What an offensive output so far here in the second quarter after 12 points scored in the first quarter.
This might be one of the best quarters of the year we've seen out of Anselmo-Merna.
And now a foul on the Coyotes. Morrow dribbled into the lane, lost the basketball, and got fouled.
It's going to be Shaylee Coleman's second.
Mallory Bartok back in for Coleman. Like we always say, 2 in the first half is not a problem. 3 kind of becomes a problem if you pick up that third foul. Morrow, top of the key 3, won't go. Myers the rebound, had it knocked away. Rasmussen pulls it away. New possession for Sandhills Thedford. Morrow with it right-hand side. High post look to Dahlberg. Around to Martindale. Kicks it out. Morrow, long 2. Rattled in and out. Bartok the defensive board. Threw it ahead to Miller. Miller keeps the defense on her right side. Off to Russell. 2-point shot. Way too strong. Martindale the weak side rebound. Martindale skips it across to Rasmussen. Now Cox left side. Thornton comes out on her. Centers it with Martindale. Right side Morrow. Now Rasmussen in the corner. Takes a 3. Rims out. Board inside for Myers. Had it swiped away by Morrow. It's going to be a new possession for the Knights. Trying to hang around in this one after a scoring explosion by the Coyotes. Dahlberg misses a shot inside. Defensive board, Anselmo-Merna. Shot clock is off.
It's been one and done defensively on the boards. 23 rebounds to 10 in favor of Anselmo-Merna.
And now a travel called. Martindale stepped in front of Myers before she could pass it or dribble it, shuffled the feet. And this is a big 18.1 for Sandhills Thedford. They can take the last shot if they want it.
Yeah, it's important for them to get this back down to a single-digit game.
They trail 19-30. Sandhills Thedford with the basketball. Cox kicks it out to Morrow. 3-pointer will not go. Dahlberg tries to tap to the rebound to herself. Russell pulls it away, shoots it over into the hands of Rasmussen. Missed the shot. Dahlberg putback would not go. And now just ahead of the buzzer, a foul is called by the official on the baseline. Coyote fans obviously saying, hey, time was out. Sandhills Thedford fans saying, nope, that foul occurred before the buzzer. And everyone kind of looking at us like, do you have instant replay?
Yeah. Rhiannon Myers is going to pick up her first. They're going to get the foul on the shot.
Dahlberg rattles in the first. It's been a tough first half for Laney offensively. They've been bringing the double and triple teams to her on the block. Dahlberg's second rattles in as well. And Sandhills Thedford at the free throw line musters that single-digit deficit as we head to the half. But what a scoring explosion for Anselmo-Merna in the second quarter. They go from 12 points at the end of the first to 30 here at the half. Sandhills Thedford has 21 as we take a break here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Nebraska State Bank is where hometown pride meets hometown banking. They're proud to offer a full range of personal and business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home and agriculture loans, and convenient online mobile banking. Nebraska State Bank will help you score whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future. With branches in Broken Bow, Merna, and Callaway, they are your trusted teammate. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
February is Heart Health Month. Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists that visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Dr. Fruling, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Dasuki, and Dr. Cookman. Save a trip out of town and make an appointment at Melham Medical Center with our cardiologist team right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
At the half, it's Anselmo-Merna leading Sandhills Thedford 30-21. We were tied at 12 at the end of the first quarter, but the Coyotes, with a scoring explosion in the second quarter, outscoring Sandhills Thedford 18-9. With a look at how we got to those numbers, here's Larry.
All right, as Jeremy mentioned, an 18-9 second quarter, the difference in this game, and Rhiannon Myers was the difference maker. She had no points in the first quarter, 12 of the 18 in the second quarter. 7 points in the first half for Lily Thornton, 6 points for Shaylee Coleman, 4 points on 4 of 4 free throw shooting for Kinsey Russell, and 1 point for Haley Miller. For Sandhills Thedford, Lainey Dahlberg, she had 8 of her 10 points in that first quarter, and then Anselmo-Merna found a better way of defending her. Really made it tough for her in that second quarter. She got 2 free throws at the buzzer to make it a 9-point game. That also got her into double figures with 10 to lead the way for the Lady Knights. 6 points all off the bench in the second quarter for Whitley Rasmussen, and those were very important points. At one point, that was the only person making any points in that quarter. Josie Morrow finished with 4 in the first half and 1 point for Callan Cox. Statistically, rebounding has been dominated by Anselmo-Merna. 23 first-half rebounds compared to 13 for Sandhills Thedford. The Knights have committed one less turnover than AM, 13 against Anselmo-Merna, 12 against the Lady Knights. At the free throw line, both teams doing pretty good. The Coyotes, 6 of 7 at halftime, and Sandhills Thedford, 3 of 5. So again, your leading scorers at the halftime break. Rhiannon Myers has a dozen to lead Anselmo-Merna, and 10 for Lainey Dahlberg for Sandhills Thedford. Halftime score, it is the Lady Coyotes 30, the Lady Knights 21.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll take one last break. When we come back, we'll chat momentarily about what we saw there in the first half between the Knights and the Coyotes, and we'll prepare you for the second half on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Is your home feeling like the Arctic or the Sierra? Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow has you covered. From furnace fixes to AC installs, ductwork remodels, and ventilation solutions, their skilled team keeps your comfort just right. No wrestling with the thermostat required. Don't let the weather boss you around. Call 308-872-6196 and let Taylor Heating and Cooling take control of your indoor climate today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Make 2026 unforgettable with a great deal on a new Polaris side-by-side or ATV from Agland ATV during the Polaris Start the Year Off-Road Sales event. We are restocked with new units for a new year and ready to pass on great deals. We also have a large lineup of pre-owned units that the guys are motivated to move. Let's get you out there in a new machine. Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Terms and conditions apply. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top-quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curve west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their work and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Brought to you by Shelter Insurance. See Brent Custer for a free personal protection review.
KCNI KBBN, the spot for postseason plays.
As well as Sandhills Express on YouTube and Facebook. We so appreciate your listenership and your viewership. If you want to drop a comment on the video stream, whether that be on YouTube or Facebook, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, the Coyotes or the Knights. Maybe we'll give you a shout out on the radio. I check the chat box every now and then. Would love to hear from you. Very entertaining first half overall, Larry. What do you think the adjustments are going to be for these two teams?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the two teams line up defensively, if they're going to go man-to-man or zone. It looks like zone for AM.
It's clear that the Knights wanted to get Dahlberg involved early. She missed the shot. Coyotes the defensive board back the other direction. Myers off to Miller. Center of the court. Left side to Coleman. Thornton pops around up top, takes the basketball. Now right wing to Myers. Rhiannon hasn't used the dribble, now does. Dribbles around Morrow, shoots it in the lane, missed it. Dahlberg couldn't bring in the rebound. Coleman stepped on the line. No, it was Dahlberg that touched it last out of bounds. So Anselmo-Merna will hold on to the basketball with a fresh 35.
And Sandhills Thedford going to go that man-to-man, but they've made some adjustments. It is now Josie Morrow that is on defensively against Rhiannon Myers, but on the switch there, Lainey Dahlberg came over and she got the foul.
Yeah, committed the foul. They went to that Rhiannon Myers in the lane play again, and Dahlberg got caught with her hand in the cookie jar, picks up her second foul as Myers misses the first free throw. I like that offensive wrinkle from the Coyotes. That has been a great deal of success brought to AM here in the second and now third quarter for Rhiannon Myers as she makes the second free throw. Connell jump pass to Cox. Callan high post look to Dahlberg. Double team is there, gets it out to Ray. Ray, the three-pointer goes. Much needed three for Sandhills Thedford.
And that's her first 3 points of the ball game.
Miller left to right, down to Myers, found a spot on the right block, and that was an absolute dime from Miller on the feed.
15 points in the game to lead all scorers for Rhiannon Myers.
In the corner, Morrow dribbling against Miller, cut off out to Connell. Long three, would not dribble in there. Miller the rebound, knocked to the floor, and a travel called. Ray and Morrow were in the area, but just in the area. Didn't get baited into reaching in and committing a foul. So after the travel via fall to the floor, Sandhills Thedford basketball. Cox around Thornton, shoots it up and scores inside. Good to see her put it on the floor and score.
That's her first field goal of the game. She's got 3 points.
Thornton, high post to Coleman. Had it swiped away by Connell, and trying to recover it, Coleman touched it last out of bounds, so the Knights get a score, and now a stop, and they're only down by 7.
Great help on the defense from the backside that time from Tatum Connell.
Cox almost threw it away. Martindale tracks it down against Thornton, throws it to Ray. Emma back to Martindale. Martindale searching for a teammate, finds Cox on the left side. Working against Jenna Bartok. Off to Martindale. Right side Ray now centers it with Cox. Cox dribbles in, shoots it up, missed it. Morrow the follow, would not go. Fight for the rebound, pulled away by the Coyotes this time. Anselmo-Merna in transition. Thornton stops from 8, and a travel called. But I kind of tend to agree with Coach Kirchman. It looked like Thornton kept her foot down. Looked like she wanted to pick her feet back up, kept the left foot down, the right foot lifted up. And Coyote fans have a little bit of a case there as Morrow misses the shot back the other way, gets her follow, puts it up and in, and one. She'll try for the three-point play.
Well, sometimes when you miss it, you just got to go back after it, because maybe you'll get even more out of it, as she will. She'll get the bucket and the harm. And that's 3 fouls now on Shaylee Coleman. That's huge.
If she makes this free throw, Sandhills Thedford will have gotten back to within 4. She does so. And what was a 9-point lead at the half is now a 4-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. It's their basketball. Myers, left side, Mallory Bartok. Bartok into Myers against Martindale, fell down. Myers shot it up, missed it, and a rebound on the weak side. Ray knew it almost immediately when the whistle was sounded. She got called in the back.
Yeah, a lot of times you are just not going to be able to go from the backside trying to tip that ball away if that other player's got inside position.
Bartok had it knocked away on the entry from Myers, a jump ball called. And possession will keep it on this end with Baseline near side. Throws it to Myers. Nobody in front of her. Shot it up and scored it. That's just too easy for Anselmo-Merna.
Coach Kirchman has got a lot of plays designed to find her right down low.
Dahlberg out to Morrow. Missed the shot. Rebound. Tracked down by Miller of Anselmo-Merna. Up the near side of the floor. Dribbles all the way in. Out to Myers. Dribbled it in from the corner. Lost it on the drive. Off to Cox. Cox the other way. Blocked by Myers. A big time block out of bounds. It'll stay Sandhills Thedford basketball on the baseline.
Well, she squarely got that ball and knocked that out of bounds.
Ray, ball above the head. Now a chest pass into Morrow to Martindale. Right side to Cox. Now off to Ray. The freshman takes the three. Would not go. Dahlberg the rebound inside. Putback would not go. Second rebound opportunity to Jenna Bartok. Miller up the middle of the floor. Dribbles once to the left. Cut off. Callan Cox on her. And a good timeout by Coach Kirchman as the 5-second call was on. It's brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Anselmo-Merna 35. Sandhills Thedford 29. 4:22 to go. Third quarter.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach, because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Where Central Nebraska hears postseason hoops. KCNI KBBN.
Shout out to Sheila. She's in the comment section on Facebook. Says she's watching from Myrna and she's cheering for the Coyotes. Sheila, thanks for dropping a line in the comment section. We appreciate each and every one of you tuned in here to Subdistrict Girls action. Pass tipped by Ray defensively. Sandhills Thedford gets the turnover. No doubt on a set play from Coach Kirchman for Anselmo-Merna out of the break. Dahlberg, tough shot on the left side of the lane, wouldn't go. Morrow, nowhere close to having position on that one. Gets called in the back of Haley Miller, who had her boxed out.
And that's twice that Miller's done a good job of boxing out the defender and picking up a foul. That's 3 now on Josie Morrow.
She'll check out. In for her comes Lindsay McIntosh, the junior. In there defensively as Anselmo-Merna into the front court. Myers, left of center, gets it off to Thornton. Now Mallory Bartok, no one there, dribbles once, shoots it from the short corner, wouldn't go. Ray, the tough defensive board. Sandhills Thedford back the other direction, trailing by 6. They were down by 9 at the half. Over halfway through this third quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. It's just felt like an uphill battle for Sandhills Thedford offensively, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. But they've done a good job of getting back in this game when they were down by 11 just before halftime.
And now a free throw line jumper for Lainey Dahlberg. The center from the high post rattles in a 2.
First 2 points of the second half.
Haley Miller hounded by Martindale. Up to Myers. A 3 to answer. She does.
Well, she is feeling it.
38-31. It feels like every time Sandhills Thedford gets the closest they've been in a while, and Anselmo-Merna has the answer, and we trade baskets again as Dahlberg knocks it home in the lane. 5-point game, and now Martindale called for the foul on Miller.
That's one I think Coach Anderson would not going to get too riled up about because it was an aggressive move. Had an opportunity to maybe come up with the steal. However, next foul, though, puts Anselmo-Merna in the bonus, and they've been shooting free throws very well tonight.
Mallory Bartok shoots against Dahlberg, missed the shot. Martindale, the defensive board. 2-on-1 with Ray. Thornton back defensively. Martindale, the spin, the shot. Knocked out of bounds by Anselmo-Merna. It'll stay Sandhills Thedford basketball. Good fill of the lane defensively by Lily Thornton. Inbound to Martindale, touch pass, Dahlberg throws it left side, Cox for 3, left it short. Rebound off of Haley Miller, and will stay with Sandhills Thedford They give them a fresh 35 seconds. Either the ball grazed the rim. It couldn't be that they thought Miller had possession for long enough.
Yeah, I thought it did hit the rim.
Martindale takes a three. Off the rim and out. Miller has it swiped away by Rasmussen. Put back up and in on that miss by Dahlberg. Haley Miller got absolutely smoked inside by McIntosh. There was no call.
Dahlberg now with 16 points.
38-35, a 9-point halftime lead for Anselmo-Merna is down to 3. Now Martindale all over Miller and a jump ball is called. Sandhills, Thedford grinding this one out here in the third quarter to lower that lead that Anselmo-Merna had possessed.
Well, I'll tell you what, this whole game's gone back and forth on the aggressiveness of the participating team's defense. Saw it in the second quarter for AM, seeing it here now for Sandhills Thedford.
Sandhills Thedford back with the basketball. Martindale being hounded, and Coach Anderson takes a very well-timed Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. 2:07 to go, third quarter. Anselmo-Merna leads it 38-35 here on KBBN.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Welcome back to Sumner. Lainey Dahlberg from the corner for three out of the timeout would not go. Rhiannon Myers, the defensive board. Ahead to Thornton, who brings it into the front court. Lilly keeps the bounce alive against Martindale, goes left side to Myers. Ball above the head. Initial look wasn't there. Put the ball on the floor a little bit late, but got it there. Kicks it out to Mallory Bartok. Does well to control it, but a double dribble called. Instead of picking the ball up, she dribbled it into holding it. That was a quick call, but the correct call from the officials.
Well, turnovers have been big here in this third quarter. That is the 20th turnover on AM on the night, and that is their 7th of the third quarter. Sandhills Thedford is not committed to turnover yet in this second half.
Dahlberg hounded by a double team at the top of the key. Throws it out of there to Rasmussen. Goes glass, missed it. Got her own rebound. Had it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. Shout out to Michelle Santos. Commented, said, "Go Coyotes." Maddie Bumgarner says, "Watching from State Wrestling in Omaha. Let's go Lady Coyotes." Thanks, Maddie. Three from Martindale goes in. And we're tied at 38 apiece.
And she picked a tremendous time to get her first points of the ball game.
Myers with it left-hand side. The 9-point lead from the Coyotes at halftime is gone. Knights pull down her miss. Cox up the right-hand side of the floor, stopped short, missed it. Martindale the rebound, a foul called on her putback attempt on the left side, and Sandhills Thedford can take the lead with Martindale at the line.
We talked at halftime about the dominance of AM on the boards in the first half, where they had a 10-rebound advantage. Here in the third quarter, it's a 10-6 advantage for the Lady Knights.
Martindale's first off the heel and out. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow, 940 South D Street. Martindale couldn't get the second one to go. The long rebound goes out into the hands of McIntosh, and she is fouled.
And that's just going to be the first one on Lily Thornton, and only the third team foul on the Lady Coyotes.
Ray slaps the basketball. Minute 1 to go. Toss it in to Dahlberg. Free throw line jumper would not go. Mallory Bartok, good strong rebound inside for the Coyotes. Myers up the left-hand side of the floor. Stops, gives it up to Russell. Now gets it back. Skip pass over to Thornton. Long three-pointer, quick trigger. Could not get the roll. Rebound out to Myers, top of the key. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Myers cut off, scoops it into Coleman, dribbles around Dahlberg missed the shot. Dahlberg got the rebound, and a travel called as she was knocked off kilter by Coleman, who was running the other way.
There's the first turnover of the second half for Sandhills Thedford. Shot clock difference in the game clock, 1/2 second, yes.
0.5, 1/2 second. Thornton left side, gets it inside to Bartok. Bartok turning, triple team is there, and well, the official held up a fist initially, but then changed it to his hand straight up, and a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken by Anselmo-Merna. We'll step away as well.
Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke would like to take this moment to extend their thanks and appreciation to our brave men and women who serve our country through our armed forces. This gratitude also extends to our armed forces veterans for your sacrifice. The freedoms we enjoy today and the bright future we see tomorrow are due to your selfless service, and for this we offer our humble and sincere thanks. For all your mechanized irrigation needs, count on the professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel, who sell, install, and service a full line of reliable Renke systems. Stop in today to see how Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke can help get the most out of your irrigation water.
Welcome back to Sumner Eddyville Miller High School. Kenzie Russell to key it in for Anselmo-Merna. Coleman fighting for position, finds it, tracks down the ball on the near side block, scoops it to Thornton, blocked by Dahlberg inside with 16 seconds flat on both the shot clock and game clock. It'll be an inbounds upcoming for Anselmo-Merna. So shot clock technically should go off.
We'll see if they go to Myers this time again.
They toss it up top to Myers, but it's intercepted by Ray. Ray dribbling the other direction, shoots it up, blocked by Myers, but a foul is called. And she immediately lets it be known that she does not agree with the call.
Well, a lot of the Anselmo-Merna fans did not either. There's a lot of ball up top. That'll be the second one on Myers. Slight body foul maybe.
First one does not go for Ray. We're still knotted up at 38, and we have been for some time. The second for Ray. Shallow, but it goes in. And it's a 39-38 lead as Sandhills Thedford has come back from a 9-point halftime deficit to take the lead. Myers to Russell, bumped and fouled by Ray. Just couldn't put on the brakes fast enough running up on defense.
And that's huge because that's free throws.
That's free throws with 3.9. So Anselmo-Merna says, okay, we'll take the opportunity at points without even having to run our offensive play.
And Kenzie Russell is 4 of 4 at the line.
She can tie it up with a make here on the first of 2, and does so. Anselmo-Merna can take the lead with a make on this second free throw. Russell goes through her routine again and rolls it in. She's 6 for 6 from the line. Sandhills sent her back the other way. Martindale off to Dahlberg at the buzzer, missed it long, and Anselmo-Merna's lead cut down to just 1, but they keep it as we head to the fourth and final quarter. It's pretty simple, folks. The winner sees their season continue. The loser goes home, and their season comes to a close. Come back for the fourth, won't you? You're listening to Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Ewald's Grocery in Thedford is your full-service grocery store, proudly stocked with high-quality foods, great prices, and the friendly service you can count on. They take pride in supporting their local community and appreciate every customer who walks through their doors. Ewald's Grocery is also a big supporter of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, always cheering on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery, your hometown store and proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Welcome back to Sumner and Anselmo-Merna basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Coyotes lead it by 1. They led it by 9 at the half. Myers, right to left dribble, stops in the lane, shoots it over Dahlberg. That was far from easy, but she got it to go.
22 points for the senior.
Back the other direction, Sandhills Thedford with the basketball. Cox left side, centers it with Connell. Now right side, Ray. Ray throws it inside. Morrow turns, had it knocked away. Ball is on the floor and a jump ball called. It will stay with the Knights.
I think Morrow wanted to shoot it and then saw Dahlberg, but at the last second tried to make the pass, but the defense was in there cluttering things up.
Back to the action. Ball goes up to Dahlberg, but it's knocked away by Coleman. She's got eyes in the back of her head, got her hands up and got the deflection. Thornton, quick trigger three, got it to go.
Well, there's a player we hadn't seen for a while. Only took one attempt in the third. She's in double digits with 10 now.
Cox cut off, gets it off to Connell. It's another burst of speed offensively for Anselmo-Merna to start this fourth quarter. And a foul takes a little bit of air out of the gym as Dahlberg tried to control the basketball against the Coyotes defense.
That'd be number 2 on Haley Miller. Check that, number 3. Thought she'd picked up 2 early ones.
Ray tosses it into Cox, now gets it back in the corner. Goes right side to Dahlberg. One dribble to the free throw line, off to Martindale. Martindale fouled from 8 feet away.
Boy, this could be a big foul here on who it's whistled on.
Pretty obvious foul. Martindale couldn't get her arms up to complete the shot. It is called on Jenna Bartok, her first. Martindale misses the first of 2 free throws. Her second goes. Makes it an even 40 as Sandhills Thedford is to within 5. Knights outscored Anselmo-Merna 18-10 in the third quarter. Thornton goes glass, missed it. Dahlberg had it, but it was knocked away. Thornton tracks it down into Myers. Myers cut off on the short corner. Double team comes. Scoops it to Thornton. Fouled on the cut through the middle of the lane. Beautiful feed, and then a beautiful shot attempt from Lily Thornton to make it to the free throw line.
They're going to get Callan Cox on that foul. That'll be her third now. So 3 players with 3 fouls now for Sandhills Thedford.
Thornton misses the first. The second for Lily goes in. No backcourt pressure for the Coyotes. They'll pick up the Knights in the half court. Martindale lobs it to Dahlberg, high post. Triple team comes out to Ray, shoots it 2, would not go. Those double and triple teams continue to come at Dahlberg. The Coyotes are putting pressure on other players for Sandhills Thedford to make some shots. Miller, right to left dribble, traveled with it. And that was due to the swiping hand of Emma Ray, caused her to shuffle the feet.
Yeah, she didn't get to hold the ball, but she threw off the rhythm.
Martindale tosses it into Cox, who will bring it into the front court as we hit the 6:10 mark of the fourth quarter. Sandhills Thedford trailing by 6. Morrow with it right side to Cox, short corner. Defense fell behind her. She tried to throw it to Morrow and threw it away. Good track down to the ball by Thornton. Ahead to Jenna Bartok. Miller at left side. Miller goes to the bounce. Out to Coleman. 18-footer. Left it long. Rebound fight. Won by Sandhills Thedford. McIntosh holds on to it.
Well, McIntosh got aggressive there. She went after that one.
Martindale right side into Dahlberg. Fouled on the double team. It has just been tough. The fact that Lainey Dahlberg has 16 points when she's being defended the way she is nothing short of remarkable.
And that's now 3 fouls on Rhiannon Myers.
Cox throws it up top to Martindale. Jenna Bartok on her. Right side to Dahlberg on the right wing. Gets a screen from McIntosh. Dahlberg goes to the drive, shoots it up, would not go. Rebound Myers inside. Rhiannon gives it off to Miller into the front court. Miller chooses the left-hand side against Cox. Out to Coleman where she shot the last time down. Coleman takes one dribble in and shoots it from the left side of the lane for 2. The lead is now 8 for Anselmo-Merna. They've led by double digits before in this game. They led by 9 at the half. Morrow, the shot from the right side would not go, and a jump ball called on the fight for the rebound. The ball will go to Anselmo-Merna. We go inside 5 minutes to go. Anselmo-Merna, the 8-point lead and the basketball. Miller with it on the right side, working against Cox, spins, gets it to Myers, has it poked away by Morrow, goes out of bounds and will stay with Anselmo-Merna. Whitley Rasmussen, senior, back into the game. Josie Morrow, the freshman, will have a seat. No subs for Anselmo-Merna this time as they toss it into Myers. Rhiannon hasn't used the dribble yet. Now goes to Thornton in the corner. To Coleman. Double team comes and a foul is called as Martindale got a little bit reachy on the play.
That'll be her second, just the second team foul on Sandhills Thedford.
Plenty of time, over half the quarter to go, but you kind of get the feeling that something's got to start working for Sandhills Thedford here soon as the entry goes into Miller and Dahlberg gets caught swiping down trying to block the shot. We always talk about officials kind of opening their eyes a little bit wider to those hacking, swiping motions, especially on taller players down on shorter players when they could just block it with their height. Miller does miss the front end though.
Dahlberg becomes the 4th different Sandhills Thedford player with 3 fouls.
Miller knocks home the second. Martindale throws it ahead to Cox, tracks it down. Cox being pressured, and Coach Anderson takes a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. 4:25 to go, fourth quarter, and Anselmo-Merna leads it by 9 over Sandhills Thedford in this sub-district semifinal.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast. Kristen Electric.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Out of the timeout, Sandhills Thedford basketball as Cox dribbles right to left against Thornton. Goes over to McIntosh, now gets it back. The screen was not there from Rasmussen. Goes to Martindale in the corner to Dahlberg. Shoots over Coleman. Missed the shot. Rebound inside by Rasmussen. And a foul is going to be called. It was before the shot, and it was against Sandhills Thedford.
They're going to call that foul on Lindsay McIntosh, her second.
Well, I know there's 4 minutes left, Larry, but you kind of get the feel that Sandhills Thedford has got to start cutting into this 9-point lead probably right about now.
Yeah, they really do, because now if they foul again, that AM is in the bonus.
Miller out to Myers in the corner. A three would not go. Rebound Martindale. So there's the stop. Now Sandhills Thedford needs a score. They try to get it into McIntosh. Pass is affected by Myers, and it's last touched by the Coyotes out of bounds. Clock not the friend of Sandhills Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna fans wishing it would tick off faster. Rasmussen to Dahlberg. A foul away from the ball, and this is going to go on McIntosh as well.
Well, now she becomes the 5th player that has 3 fouls for Sandhills Thedford.
It has been a physical game start to finish. That has not let up.
And the only reason there was no timeouts or no free throws is the fact that it was an offensive foul.
Thornton for three, left it short, fight for the rebound, won by Martindale, falls to the floor and called for the travel. Goes without saying, in a close contest like this, especially in the postseason, every single call gains the attention of the crowd, and one side's always not going to like it. Coleman had her shot blocked, kicks it out to Thornton on the putback attempt, would not go. Sandhills-Thedford gets another stop. They work it into the front court. Cox being hounded by Thornton and is fouled by Lilly.
That'll only be the fourth team foul, but that will be the second on Lily Thornton.
And if fans on both sides had it their way, every foul called against their team was never a foul, and every single piece of contact by the opposition would be a foul. And that's just the beauty of a close basketball game that brings about a lot of emotions, as an over and back is called on Sandhills-Thedford. Gives it back to the Coyotes.
Well, and after not turning it over very much in the third quarter, they've turned it over enough to get up to 19 on the night now.
Myers had the ball taken away from her. It's scooped ahead to Cox. She is fouled on the layup attempt by Miller. And this is kind of what the doctor ordered for Sandhills-Thedford. This game has really got helter-skelter. Seems like neither team wants to possess it long enough to shoot the basketball, let alone score it. So the Knights, trailing by 9, don't get a point from Cox on the first of two free throws.
Well, one thing that Sandhills-Thedford has done is they've not helped themselves at the line like AM has.
That was the fourth foul, by the way, on Haley Miller. Second one would not go as well. Rebounded by Sandhills-Thedford. Rasmussen, a three! Pulls her team to within 6.
That's a senior that doesn't want to have the season come to an end.
Miller with the bounce, met by a double team, falls down, a whistle and a foul called. And the obvious statement that I can make right now is that Sandhills-Thedford wanted to travel, Coyote fans wanted a foul. The Coyote fans win out this time.
And Callan Cox picked up her fourth. And Haley Miller so far tonight is 2 of 4 at the line.
These would be big ones. The first to make it an even 50. Missed it short.
That one looked a little bit like she's tired.
Yeah, it looked like a fourth quarter free throw for sure.
Yep, one of those that you might see in the fourth quarter.
Miller dips the knees, corrects the short shot and puts it right through and goes 1 for 2. 50-43 the lead for Anselmo-Merna. Dahlberg high post, a whistle and a foul. Boy, if there was air in this Sumner Eddyville Miller gym, that's kind of been sucked out at this point. Everyone kind of sitting on edge as Miller picked up her 5th foul and exits the ball game.
Well, that was a big free throw that she made. She ends up with 3 points. It did make it a 3-possession game, but now Dahlberg with a chance to cut into it.
Dahlberg's first, short. Another fourth quarter tough game type of free throw, and she looks over at Coach Anderson. He says, get those legs involved.
And that was her first miss of the night from the charity stripe.
She corrects the miss and makes the second. Anselmo-Merna leading 50-44. Dahlberg goes for a steal on Jenna Bartok and is called for the foul. I will say it was kind of a 50-50 shot, to be honest. I've seen plays like that called fouls, and I've seen plays like that not called fouls.
I think she was okay until she put the left hand on the shoulder, and I think that was the difference right there. That's her 4th.
Yeah, the initial go for the steal wasn't so much the foul as, like you said, the left hand on the shoulder trying to run forward and gather the basketball she knocked away, as Jenna Bartok makes a big free throw on the other end.
That is her first point of the game.
Her second rattles in as well. 2 for 2. It is now an 8-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. Rasmussen up to McIntosh. to Martindale, the three, left long. Dahlberg, the weak side rebound, the put back up and in. Sandhills Thedford sets up their press. They throw it to Thornton, gives it back to Myers. Cox trying to stay in front of her. They throw over the double team. Coleman 2-on-1 with Bartok. Had it taken away by Dahlberg. Here comes Cox back the other way, ahead to Martindale. Martindale, one dribble, out to Cox. Three-pointer, left short. Rebound, tracked down by Lily Thornton defensively. Myers jogs it forward into the front court. A minute 45 to go, fourth quarter. And Myers tries to scoop it out to Thornton, and a turnover to Sandhills Thedford. The pass was just not on target to Thornton. She just didn't look it through into her teammate's hands.
If one thing that AM has not done well tonight, and that's take care of the ball, that's their 24th turnover.
Rasmussen on the left side, off to Dahlberg. Coleman comes out on her. Dahlberg dribbles into the lane, shoots it up, and is fouled, and will shoot two. That's what the Sandhills Thedford Knights need. Trailing by 6. They need scores at the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Mallory Bartok's third foul.
Dahlberg shoots the first, and it rolled in.
Oh, talk about crawling. She's got 20 points now in the game.
Shout out to Anita, our first Knights fan in the comments. Says, way to go, Knights. Fun game. I agree, Anita. Thanks for watching on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching. Second one for Dahlberg goes in as well. It's a 4-point game. Sandhills Thedford can play defense straight up. They throw it to Thornton. Thornton threw it away into the hands of Morrow, and she is fouled by Mallory Bartok. It's going to be free throws on the other end, and only 8 seconds of time came off the clock since they shot their last free throws.
And that's now 4 on Mallory Bartok.
Big free throws upcoming for Josie Morrow, the freshman.
1 of 2 tonight for 7 points.
Morrow's first. Rolls in. 3-point game. What a ball game. It has been an absolute roller coaster. Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Thedford tied at the end of the first. 9-point lead at the half for the Coyotes. Sandhills Thedford pulled to within 1 at the end of the third. And now they were trying to pull 1 point closer, but Morrow called for a lane violation, so wipe off her free throw make.
We've seen this officiating crew catch that twice tonight, 1 in each game.
Thornton, left side to Myers in the front court. Myers keeps the dribble alive up the left-hand side, being hounded by Rasmussen. Reverses dribble a couple of times, gets it to Jenna Bartok. One dribble, gives it back to Myers. Approaching a minute to go in this one. Myers dribbles on the left side, cut off, gets it out to Bartok. Hounded by Morrow. Back to Myers, 10 on the shot clock. Myers between the rings, hounded by Morrow. Dribbles forward, falls to the floor. Ball is loose, taken away by Sandhills Thedford. Martindale out in front of everyone, puts it in the lane to Morrow, missed the layup. Rebound fought for and taken away by Anselmo-Merna. Oh, what a series of events, those trips down the floor. Myers keeps the dribble alive. Steps up to the left-hand side, over to Thornton.
I don't think Sandhills Thedford can wait this out.
Well, they still had a shot clock and a game clock. They're only down by 3 to 1 possession game, but going for the reach. The foul is called on Callan Cox, and she is fouled out of the game.
She'll end her game with 3.
Lindsay McIntosh into the game for Sandhills Thedford. Rasmussen was going out as well. They say, no, we need you in there. You're our 5th player. Your teammate is the one that fouled out. She'll have to find the bench. Thornton misses the first, and this becomes a very big free throw because it would make it a 2-possession game.
Boy, that touched every bit of the rim.
The second free throw for Thornton. Makes it, and it is a 4-point and 2-possession game for Anselmo-Merna. 25.5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Sandhills Thedford basketball when we return.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, The Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Let's go Coyotes! Muddy Creek Auto is fired up to cheer on Anselmo-Merna this season. Thinking about a new ride? Jump online to Muddy Creek Auto or cruise by their lot right across the highway from the school in Myrna. Fresh inventory is rolling in all the time, and you can catch the latest on Facebook too. Drive strong, play hard, and keep that Coyote spirit alive. Brought to you by Muddy Creek Auto.
All the action, all postseason long. KCNI KBBN.
He's Larry Cotner. I'm Jeremy Scheib. Jack Simpson behind the camera for this video and radio production. Sandhills Thedford has the length of the floor to travel. Anselmo-Merna going to step up on them, and now Coach Kirchman saying everyone just kind of back off a little bit, let them inbound it. And now they pick them up. Dahlberg just into the front court. Gets a screen from McIntosh. Dahlberg throws it right side. Rasmussen for three. Missed it. Rebound Myers. She is fouled. And up 4 going to the free throw line. Anselmo-Merna starting to be able to taste a sub-district final berth.
And that's going to be McIntosh's 4th. And this really an opportunity for Rhiannon Myers to put this game away. She had such a strong second quarter and third quarter. Scored 2 in this fourth quarter, none in the first quarter. But she's got a chance to really ice it here.
The first for Myers, left short. We've seen a few short free throws here in this fourth quarter by these two teams, and understandably so. It has been a track meet of a game. The second for Rhiannon. Rattles in. It's a 5-point game. Rasmussen throws it in to Martindale, off to Dahlberg, tracks it down, a whistle, and a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken by Coach Cale Anderson. With 9.6 seconds on the clock, we'll step away as well.
Sandhills Oil was founded in 1961, and they've enjoyed serving the great communities of the Sandhills ever since, offering bulk oil and fuel delivery, as well as propane delivery, plus oil, lube, and filters. Their 3 family-run convenience stores in Thedford, Hyannis, and Valentine are ready to serve you. They love supporting community events and high school sports, and they're proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast. Sandhills Oil in Thedford.
When you're working on the ranch, you need supplies that won't let you down. That's why folks trust Prairie Feed Supply. We're proud supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights, and we take great pride in being your one-stop shop for all your feeding needs. Farmers, ranchers, and pet owners rely on us to keep their animals happy and healthy. We stock the full line of dependable products you need, from McNess Cake and Hubbard Mineral and feed products to everything your pets need. Stop by Prairie Feed Supply in Thedford. We've got you covered, and when it comes to supporting our community, we stand with the team. Good luck, Knights.
Back after the timeout, the shot from Martindale on the right side of the lane did not go. And now a foul by Sandhills Thedford after the Anselmo-Merna rebound. We'll jog on down to the other side, and Shaylee Coleman will shoot a couple of free throws. The senior for Anselmo-Merna can extend this lead out with only a half-second left on the clock. Misses the first off the rim. Coleman second. Goes. Makes it a 6-point lead. Dahlberg throws it into Morrow. Shot at the buzzer does not go. And it's a victory for Anselmo-Merna, 55-49 over Sandhills Thedford. The Knights finished their season with a record of 12-10. Anselmo-Merna improves to 16-8. They advance forward to take on the host and top seed of the sub-district, Sumner-Eddyville Miller, on Thursday. We'll have that game for you on Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. Whether or not it is on the radio will be determined by what else is going on our sister station, KCNI Pure Country. But we will have coverage of that sub-district final either way, and we hope you join us for it right here. We'll take one last break. Larry will have a look at your final numbers when we return here to Sumner on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
At the Sargent Insurance Agency in Thedford, setting customers up with the best coverage at the best price and working hard for you are top priority. Shannon Ahlstrom sorts through several insurance options, weighs out the benefits, makes phone calls, and only stops when she has the perfect coverage plan for you. Call today to make an appointment for an insurance review at 645-2784. That's Sargent Insurance Agency, proud supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and this broadcast.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Geared for Sports is locked, loaded, and ready for every season, and right now is the perfect time to get prepared. With spring sports right around the corner, it's time to make sure you and your athletes are ready to hit the ground running. From track to baseball and softball, you'll find the playing gear and fan wear you need all at Geared for Sports. Plus, braces, sleeves, and cleats are in stock to keep everyone supported and game ready. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
If you've got an upgrade, remodel, or new construction project on your mind for the year, now is the time to get it scheduled with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in remodels, new build plumbing, and advanced sewer video inspections. They provide friendly, reliable service to Broken Bow and nearby communities. And yes, they can handle septic plumbing when you need it. Plan ahead and get on the calendar today with Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
The postseason pulse is right here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Welcome back one last time to Sumner Eddyville Miller High School, home of the Mustangs and site of the D2-8 girls sub-district final. We can tell you that we will have the game on Thursday between SEM and Anselmo-Merna, both on KCNI Radio, as well as the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. On our sister station, KCNI, Broken Bow ends their season with a loss to a tough Central City team by a score of 37-22. So the Indians see their season come to a close. With a look at your final numbers in this one, a 55-49 victory for Anselmo-Merna over Sandhills Thedford. Here's Larry.
Two players in double figures leading the way tonight for the Lady Coyotes. Seniors Rhiannon Myers and Lily Thornton. Myers, no points in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 8 more in the third, and then she finished off with 3 more in the fourth. 23 points to lead all scorers in this game. Lily Thornton also in double figures. She had a dozen, 7 in the first 3 quarters. She came up with a big 3 and a couple of free throws in the fourth quarter. She ends up with a dozen. 9 points for Shaylee Coleman, 6 points for Kinsey Russell, as she was a perfect 6 of 6 at the charity stripe. 3 points on the night for Haley Miller, and Jenna Bartok was 2 for 2 at the line for her 2 points. For Sandhills Thedford, They had one player in double figures. It was Lainey Dahlberg. She did the best she could to keep her team in it. She ends up with 21 team-high points for the Lady Knights. 9 points off the bench for Whitley Rasmussen. Josie Morrill ended up with 8 on the night. 4 for Cora Martindale. Also 4 for Emma Ray. 3 points on the evening for Callan Cox before she fouled out. Taking a look at the team statistics, free throws were big. 17 of 25 for Anselmo-Merna, 10 of 20 for Sandhills Thedford. Rebounding also, AM had a big rebounding edge in the first half, especially in that second quarter where they dominated. They ended up with an overall game advantage of 37-32. Turnovers is something Anselmo-Merna will want to clear up a little bit, though, before that championship game on Thursday. They ended up with 26 in the game here tonight against Sandhills Thedford. The Lady Knights finished with 19. So again, leading the way, Rhiannon Myers with 23 and Lily Thornton with a dozen for Anselmo-Merna. And for Sandhills Thedford, 21 on the night for Lainey Dahlberg. Final score, the 2 seed Anselmo-Merna defeats the 3 seed Sandhills Thedford 55-49.
We thought it would be close, and it was. We were tied at 12 after the first quarter, and Anselmo-Merna in that second quarter with that scoring explosion outscored Sandhills Thedford by 9 to take that lead into halftime. Sandhills Thedford took a little bit of control there through much of the third quarter, and Anselmo-Merna with a score down late in that third to take a 1-point advantage to the fourth, where they were able to extend their lead to 6 in an eventual victory 55-49. That sets us up for what should be a fun game on Thursday. Your real quick thoughts on what you think we're going to see out of SEM and Anselmo-Merna on Thursday. The right to go to a district final, which means you're 1 win away from the state tournament.
Yeah, and these two teams have met up already once on this court about a month ago, and it was Sumner Eddyville Miller coming away with the win in that one by 11 points, 56-45. SEM is not very deep. They will not put the pressure on Anselmo-Merna like we saw Sandhills Thedford do tonight, and so maybe the turnovers will be down. It's going to be interested on the inside game. Taryn Arbuthnot against Shaylee Coleman and Rhiannon Myers down low. And also, though, Kyler Jones with her defensive abilities down low, it's going to be interesting to see how this all matches up. It's going to be a fun one.
Should be a lot of fun, and we hope you join us on KCNI Radio as well as on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. Full replay of this one available when we close out the broadcast, so make sure you check that out on Facebook or YouTube if you'd like to watch it back, or there's a moment what you want to catch. It will be available for you. Brent will have the full sub-district wrap-up on the sports page of sandhillsexpress.com as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. We'll talk to you again on Thursday. For Jack Simpson behind the camera, he's Larry Kottner. I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your Tuesday night.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Faye at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Furstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car.